Hello! Hi! Hi, Ninja. I'm late today. I was gonna start earlier. I won't lie, I just kind of zoned out today. I think my body finally caught up to everything else. And my stream yesterday, I wasn't planning on it being exactly 12 hours. So I feel like my body was still recovering from that too. But I checked my mail and I had a surprise in my mail because IFI asked me if I would like to do another box opening for Winds of Fate. And so that just came in. I haven't opened this part yet. I can't remember if there's cards in this one. I think there's cards again. I think I see them. So I haven't opened this part yet. This is Birushana Winds of Fate. So this is the fan disc that just is coming out next week on the 26th. I had so many little notes pulled up so I wouldn't forget. And I scrolled accidentally on that screen. Yeah, so this is coming out on the 26th. So this will be out in 5 days. I won't be playing it in 5 days because everybody knows I'm not done yet with this story, but we got through most of Noritsune's story yesterday. We only have to do the tragic ending right now, and then we're done with his route entirely because we just went so hard. And my goal today is to get to like chapter 7 or 8 for Tomomori, and then that way I can finish his route on Tuesday. I think that's the day I'll be back from our trip. And the day before we leave, no, Monday. Sorry, Monday. Monday's the day we're back from our trip, and the day after that's when we're leaving. So hopefully I'll finish Tomomori then. And I think I picked the right route because I haven't looked at too much of this because I didn't want to see spoilers. Mindful, if you guys are still haven't played Birushana, don't look at the cover. It does show additional love interests. So right now this has the additional love interests that are available in the new game that are currently not available in the first Birushana. And if you look at them hard enough, you will know exactly who they are. This is going to be our friends. Basically everybody that's in her party that you couldn't date, you can now date in the new game. And they have their own routes. They have good and bad endings. With an exception of one person, Tomomori's brother is on here too, which honestly, fine. I'm fine with that. I wanted to date that guy anyways. And then this edition, it's the limited edition. Make sure I have all my notes. I don't want to say anything wrong. This is, sorry, the plus edition. That's what this one's called. And this includes an art book and short stories with slipcover, with slipcase. So this has a slipcase and it has 9 short stories. It's a 6.3 by 8 by 1, has 38 pages inside. And there's only certain pages I can show in here because I do want to show any spoilers, but this is the back, which just leads me to believe I picked the right guys. This is here so I don't actually show the wrong pages. When he's a Pulse Ultra, you know what, like a super shiny version. And this is the front cover, which shows all of the new love interests that aren't available currently in the first game, which, oh my gosh, he's so beautiful. I am so excited. Look how pretty he is. Oh, I thought he should be dateable in the first one, so I'm excited that he's in this one. And this is in a slipcase. After you take this off, it now shows also no love. No love to some of the guys here. Like this shows her brother and Tomomori. It does not show any of the other 3 guys on here, and then the back cover shows all 4 of the love interests that are new to this one. So I'm still very excited about it. Regardless, I mean, it's kind of messed up that they don't all get to be on here, but so starting with this table of content, that is page number 1. I'm not going to focus on that too long. That is a page though, it does exist. And then this is going to be some of the lovely art. It is so bright in here. Let me turn this off just for a sec. Alright, so this is going to be that lovely art, which shows all the new love interest as well as Tomomori. And I can't say his name right now. Hang on, I can cheat. Yoritomo, her brother. / not her brother at all. It's not her brother at all. Fun fact, that's actually not her brother. We know that because we've been playing the game. And then this again shows the same guys. We got all the new love interests on this page, Tomomori and Yoritomo. I don't know why I can't remember his name. Maybe because I haven't played his route yet. But I think it's very interesting. They're focusing so heavily on that. I'm going to cheat. I can look at other pages. You can't see these. You can't see these. You have to get the book to see these pages. Oh my gosh. Cute. Oh, that's so cute. Page 8 and 9, super cute. But I can show you this page, which is why there's a bookmark on it. And this one shows you Yoritomo and Tomomori in a different aesthetic. And look at him with his hair down. Look how gorgeous he is with his hair down. I'm so excited. He's going to be our last route for this game. And Tomomori we're going to do today. I did a random miser just to decide what today's stream was going to be. And he won. Tomo won. So we're going to be doing his. But yeah, that's what comes in this. There's a lot more pages. There's a lot more art. It's very pretty in here. I didn't want to spoil myself, so I wasn't reading the mini stories. They are in here as well, translated. Kind of like a script in a way. Like they say this as the story goes, so that's kind of how that one looks. I'm going to turn this back on for now, but I might turn it back off when I open this next one. And they sent me this month's card. So this is the card for May, which has Boreshihana on it. It's got all of the guys. All of them, just giving her all the attention. Maybe, if I believe in myself hard enough. There we go. All of them. Look out, all of them. So if you buy off IFI this month, this is the card you get. You still have a few days to grab it and get this one. They do this every month. There's a new card every single month, and you only get it when you place an order on their website. So, all right, now we're going to open the actual game. I learned this while I was on Kelly Clarkson's show. Make sure to hold your hands up so you can see what you're doing. I'm so sad I couldn't get the Gill one. The Gill one? Oh. For Cupid Parasite? Or... Wait, there's another Gill. There's another Gill, I remember. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. From Cupid Parasite? Okay, it got me. Because there's Gilbert. From from Ch.4. Haha, that's the other Gill. I'm so weak. I'm so weak. It's opening. It's opening. I swear it is. I know that IFI sometimes sends stuff early. Has anybody ordered this version yet? Have you got any shipping confirmations? Stop sticking to me. Oh my gosh. All right. And then that is it out of it. It's so bright. Oh gosh. I hate this. I'll turn this off again. Listen, that's for my face. It's not for my thing. But like all the guys on here. And then the back shows some of the CGs that are in this for all of the new love interests. I find it extremely interesting. I'm too poor for games. I feel that. I feel that. I work OT. That's the only way I afford video games these days. I just dropped the cards. The inside is going to be that cover that we saw in the other thing. Hoping I get it for my birthday. I hope so. And it does come with the card. So this was the same thing that came in. Do I have you in quick room? Homura. Homura had this too. So Homura had these cards as well. Oh god, he's so beautiful. I have to play more of that. But this one, I also have the card in here with the Homura guy on it. But this also had these cards in it. So let's see who our special shiny, shiny is going to be this time around. And not burn my sleeve by accident. Alright. Do I have scissors in here? No, because that'd be too convenient. If I had scissors right now. Oh. Wait, Blue, when's your birthday? Are you a Taurus like I am? Is the shiny different for everyone? It should be August. Oh, what is that? What is that? I don't know. Zodiac's that good. I'm going to be like Leo. I don't know what that means. I'm a Leo. Ooh, look at me. I just guessed. Me. It's supposed to be a random one. I accidentally tore the plastic. I'm trying not to. Oh my goodness. Please. You know who else is a Leo? Sebastian. I can't think of his last name, but he plays Bucky. And the only reason I know that is because one time they are like, "What's your background on your phone?" And he said it's a Leo because I'm a Leo. All right, we have Shogun. Come on, he's right there. So there he is. There he is. Shogun. Oh man, I don't have his name memorized, and that is not in English. The guy that gives puppy dog energy. Tomomori. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Wait, do we get one for all the guys? Oh, that's stuck, that's stuck, that's stuck. Oh, his brother. His brother. Cry for Shogun as a shiny. Honestly, I don't know who I want as a shiny. I probably want Yoritomo. If that's an option. Oh no, did I get Benkei? Is he shiny? Is that shiny? Are you shiny? Oh god. Is that unfortunate? He looks different, doesn't he? Oh, are you shiny? Oh, he's shiny. Oh no, I got Benkei. My shiny's Benkei. Oh. That is so heartbreaking. And then we got Suganobu. Oh my gosh, look at Suganobu. He's so beautiful. If only you were shiny. Oh man, my shiny was Benkei. That's so disappointing. Oh, there he is. There's my husband. Yoritomo. Wait, do I not get everybody? Is there not one for every? Oh wait, there's one more here. But I thought his brother Tadanobu was also one. Oh, please. Please, we just need him to be in so focus. And this is my favorite outfit of his. Wait, am I missing somebody or did I accidentally not go through the model? We need to trade in the Otome community. I don't think anyone's trading for Benkei. I'm just gonna be so real with you. I don't think anybody wants Benkei. I don't think I showed his brother. Wait. 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 Is his brother not dateable? I thought his brother was dateable too. Yeah, he's right there. I didn't get a card for him. Does this talk about how many cards you get? No. I don't know if that was a mistake or if they just don't make a card for him, but we get him. We get Suganobu, but we got Tadanobu. I might be saying his name wrong, just to be clear. Interesting. And then I got a shiny Benkei. Oh no. Unfortunate. Hopefully, whoever opens theirs next gets the one they want, but this is mine. He's my shiny. Also, he's taking up a lot of space with his hood up, so you can barely see it. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, I don't like the guy who tells me to call him daddy. So unfortunate. But they're beautiful cards regardless. Regardless of them being shiny or not, I think they're very gorgeous cards. And I love that IFI started doing that because I missed the cards. They stopped doing cards altogether for a little bit there. Both IFI and Access stopped giving out cards. And I was like, what? That was the whole reason I was buying these. Because the first print would always have cards and the second print wouldn't. And so I'm going to put my monthly card inside here. Oh my goodness. I will say I don't like the insert side. Like if the idea of flipping it doesn't really interest me. I don't really care too much for the inside picture. The outside picture I like more, so. But hey, you know what? Even if the shiny's not the shiny I want, I still like the other cards, so that's fine. We're okay. I'm looking forward to when they announce RIP. RIP's gonna kill me. RIP's gonna kill me so hard. RIP's the one that's gonna need people to trade because there's 9 of those boys. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of different biases out there. I'm not really sure who loves what most in that series. I feel like there's so many different characters in that game. Like, oh my goodness. That'll be so crazy. But this game specifically, it's set after the war. It has 4 new stories in it, as well as after stories. So there's after stories for all 5 of the original stories that you get to play through as well. This edition comes with the art book, which I think is worth it. I love art books. I collect art books. I have a shelf of nothing but art books. But I'm going to be making a Otome shelf at some point back here, probably like here where my Cheonsejihi the Grace collection currently lives, or where my Zelda collection is, somewhere there. I want to be visible while I'm streaming. Honestly, probably Jujutsu Kaisen's what's going to have to be where it goes. Jujutsu Kaisen, and it looks like I have some of my Demon Slayer just kind of living right here. I want to make a cute Otome display back here. I just want to make it adorable and cute. They all live over here now in the shadows. Oh gosh, where is he? He's hiding somewhere. My husband is back here somewhere. Where exactly, I can't remember. But he's back there. And I want him to be front and center again. But that's a dream. That's a dream for another day. But yeah. Thank you, IFI, for sending this to me. I'm so excited to get to open it on stream. Oh my gosh. And then I have to get my own copy to play because I need to play it. They asked me if I want to do a review on it, and I was like, guys, no, I can't. I'm gonna play it. I don't want to spoil it. I want to play it. Which is so hard because like I feel so like blessed when they're like, hey, would you like to try it? And I'm like, I would love to. However, I plan on playing the game, so I don't want, because I can't. I'm not that person. I'm terrible with a secret. Don't tell me secrets. If you tell me a secret and then I have to act surprised later, I'm not gonna act surprised. It's not gonna read like I'm being surprised. So like, I just knew I couldn't do it because I wouldn't be able to play it afterwards and be genuine. But who knows? If I waited a long enough time, like I feel like if I played My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom, if I played that now, I feel like I would be surprised because I genuinely forget. This is the story of a girl who plays a lot of love stories. After a little bit, they all start to seem the same. But yeah, I'm opening Atomi Kitten now so that we can, in a second, we're gonna do the tragic ending for him, but then we have to figure out how to get to Tomomori's route. Alright, I had my stream yesterday, crazy long, 12 hours. Let's see how long the tragic ending is. I'll be so surprised if it takes me 5 minutes to get the tragic ending. We could have finished it, guys. I just didn't want to split a video into two. I was so too lazy. I was like, gosh, I could finish this, but I'm going to go over 12 hours, and YouTube won't let you post a video over 12 hours. Unfortunately. All right, let me minimize Atome Kitten so I don't have just that on my screen right now. But, oh my goodness. But August? Wait a second. Blue, that's too long. You need to play the game sooner than that. Oh, I'm on the wrong person. The great news is we can kind of cheat and just go over there for Yoritomo, because when I was trying to hard set myself into a route, it didn't work out. Alright, let's get down to... So, what's interesting is in Shungen's, Tragic was still in 12. Okay, so Tragic was still in 12. Benkei had a bad ending at 11. It did not result in a CG, so I don't care. Low, everything low. Yeah. Alright. Ugh. Let's do that. Let's cheat like this. Oh, I still haven't say 11 hours, guys. No. Alright, here's where we accidentally stab him. Just be so ready for that. My backlog's too big. I won't get to it, so I'd prefer to watch people play it. You know what? I feel that in my soul. I got Atomi Daishi, and my sister's like, are you playing it yet? I'm like, no. Bye. And the only reason she knows I got it was because I had her buy it for me, because I had been debating between buying it off of their website or off Amazon, but it was free shipping off Amazon, and there wasn't like anything really worth it buying it off of Access. It was Access, yeah. And so I was like, I'll buy it off that. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna play it and it's gonna be $10 off. And I'm gonna be so mad. I bought Despair Drops the day it came out and then I never touched it. I'm like, guys, I'm trying not to buy Atome games unless I'm actively gonna be playing them soon, to try and prevent me from just spending like 60 bucks on a game and then not touching it. Which is also why this year was supposed to be me playing games I already had and not new game. But this is a game I already had, although I don't own it physically, which is why Copia is still hiding back here, which I still have to sign into at some point. I didn't sign into it yesterday. I legitimately thought I would get bored with his story at some point and be like, all right, I'm going to end it. And I went through his entire story. God. I really wanted to get Atomi Daishi, but I am going to wait for Save for a 9 RIP. I feel that. I'm hoping they do something similar to last year's. I want a giant box. And I want them to send me the cardboard cutout. I want the cardboard cutout from the event last year. Or the year before last. They were beautiful. I want them. I want them so bad. Not all 9. I'll be fine with just 2 of them. The moment felt like an eternity. Then, as if pulled by some invisible string that bound us, we simultaneously attacked. And then I stabbed him in the soul. Neither of us dodged that final blow. Girl, are we dying with him? That's fine. It's Romeo and Juliet! Noritsune's sword was thrusted deeply into my chest and mine inside his as well. The pain was so great that my breathing became strained, and when I coughed, the taste of blood flooded my mouth. Along with the blood flowing out of me, the strength in my body drained away. I know that death was approaching, but... Yoshitsune. Romeo and Juliet. They were doomed from the start, bro. They had to I knew their tragic ending had to be like this. Noritsune touched my cheek. His hand was wet and warm, and the metallic smell of blood stung my nose. His face was so cold I could feel his breath on my face. I reached out a pale, trembling hand to his blood-stained cheek. Finally. I finally got to hold you. Noritsune. Each time we pulled ourselves towards each other, our blades dug deeper and deeper. The horrible sensation made us both wince. Our duel was it everything you hoped it would be. It was. What a glorious match. I'm glad. We held each other, supporting our trembling bodies. My blood covered his body, and his covered mine. Hot. The blood of our bodies mixed and melted together. The area was quiet, with everyone staring at us silently, or could I no longer hear? It didn't matter. All that mattered to me now was right in front of me. This will do. A deep sensation of relief enveloped me. I had crossed swords with Noritsune for the last time, and I had made up my mind. We'll go together, Noritsune. Oh yeah, I forgot this is my other birthday top. It's a tank top. It's XL. I'm gonna be very real with you. I'm a big chested girl, and usually XL's a little big. This thing's tight. And honestly, if it wasn't a tank top that I plan on wearing like with skirts over it, you know, I usually wear like my skirts over my tops. Because I have a short torso. It helps hide your short torso. If you got a short torso, wear skirts up to your chest almost. If I wasn't planning on doing that, I probably would not wear this top. But yeah, it's so tighter than I thought it was going to be. Like, it's so tight that it feels like it's lifting almost. So this might be why this shirt was on clearance at their website. It just is not cut well. A trip to the afterlife won't be so bad as long as you're with me. But hey, I spent $1 on this top for my birthday from their website. I got a couple little charms too, which are interesting. They're like snapping charms. I was not expecting that. I know, right? I was like, all right. I picked the cheapest tank top they had, by the way. Different colors had different prices, which also drives me crazy. I hate that when websites do that. When they're like, here, click on this, and they like prices start at $10, which is I think what this shirt was, or maybe 14. I had a $25 off coupon. That's all that really mattered. But you click on it, and then you're clicking do all the different colors, and as you click on all the different colors, the prices change. So I found the cheapest one because I'm a cheap girl, and the size that I thought would fit. So, oh well. Is it made well? We'll find out. We'll find out how long she lasts. It reminded me of like a 90s top. It reminded me of like Charmed. So that's kind of why I got it, because it has like a lace top. It's blue. It's like a navy blue. Kind of hard to tell. I'm wearing a black cardigan with it. Maybe you can tell. But yeah, that's my other birthday top. Me and my birthday clothes. If we cannot live together, let us die together. If he has decided to die here, then I will go with him. Oh my god, Charmed. I know, it's my favorite. Oh gosh. I will always be chasing to relive that life. I made my sister watch all of Charmed, by the way. I don't know if it was we started it together intentionally or if I started watching it. I do this thing where I'll be like, let's watch that again. And I'll rewatch like an entire show that I used to watch when I was a kid. Maybe a show that I don't remember watching every episode of. And Charmed was one of it. I think Buffy should be next on my list if I can figure out where it's streaming. I watched all of Buffy. I've watched every single episode of Buffy, but watching it again, not a bad time. I also watched all of Angel, unfortunately. So I have that in my history. But I rewatched like all of Cheers. I rewatched all of Frasier. I watched all of Cheers so I could rewatch all of Frasier. And then that 70s show, that was a long time ago. I watched all of that 70s show, but she started watching it with me, so I had to stop watching it by myself. I don't know if you have family like that, but that's what I had to deal with. Where I start watching it by myself and now we're watching it together. We're trying to watch Gilmore Girls right now, which we never watched when it was popular. But we just keep forgetting to watch it. There's so many TV. There's so much to consume. It's so hard to remember. Even if there was another way, I didn't care anymore. All I cared about was staying with Noritsune to the end. I have a coworker who asks me every like week or so, like, what anime are you watching? And I'm like, sir, nothing. I'm watching the same 2 shows. And I honestly haven't watched either one in like a month. The sky is so blue. It's beautiful. In truth, I could hardly see anymore, but if I closed my eyes, I felt I could see a clear blue sky above me. Comfort, yeah. My comfort show is Bob's Burgers. I watch an episode of Bob's Burgers practically every single day. I can quote like the first 7 seasons pretty much by heart. I'm sure I can quote more than 7, but I'm confident I can quote at least 7 seasons. We couldn't find a way to live together under this sky. Oh, which I haven't... I'm awful at taking photos when I go out in public, but we dressed up as Scooby-Doo. I went to Universal for the FanFest nights, and the reason I was Velma, and I got her glasses in my prescription. They're not very comfortable. I'm going to fix them, but I got them because I can also be Tina. I could also be Tina with those glasses, so I'm going to make a Tina outfit. I have a Linda Belcher outfit, and I have her glasses as well. Maybe under the waves we can find a place where we can be together. The last time I watched an anime was Como Can't Communicate, and it was because I reminded them of Komi. Are you saying that you're autistic? Like, what do you... Wait, what are they saying about you? I don't remember. I remember seeing ads for that, but I haven't watched it. Are you? Do you feel like it was accurate when you watched it? Anywhere, as long as I'm with you. Noritsune smiled. We intertwined our fingers and held each other tightly. Then we both friggin' died, bro. Just deaded. Did we throw ourselves off of the boat? Why? And I'm sinking deeper and deeper to the bottom of the sea. Girl, you were just dying. How did you have the energy to roll off? I wasn't afraid. He was with me. In my fading consciousness, I remembered the words that I had heard long ago in the faraway land of Hide-Izumi. It was said that after we die, we are reborn in a pure land, a new world where there is no suffering. Is there a pure land beneath these waves, I wonder? Perhaps we can be together there, right, Noritsune? I thought I heard Noritsune laugh gently somewhere in the distance. Listen, my period was like a week ago, I'm fine. Without letting go of each other, our bodies melted into one. Not that I know of, but I was so damn shy in Discord calls with groups or with one person I used to talk to softly. I'm like a mix of both. I am diagnosed with ADHD, but I don't know. Everyone's on, it's a spectrum, right? Everyone's on it. But I do both, where I talk too much and I don't talk at all. If it's new people, I'm so freaking quiet, people think I hate them. And then I have resting bitch face. So like, I have to remind myself to emote. Otherwise people are like, are you all right? And I'm like, please don't ask me that, because now I'm gonna be not all right. Which also makes it so much worse when I'm in a bad mood, because I already know I don't look happy to begin with. And now I'm looking more unhappy. Like, oh, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. I'll look angry. And it's not that deep, but it feels deep. It feels really deep right now. Our pain and sorrow disappeared until all we did was sway beneath the waves, surrendering to the white darkness. And then everything we were floated away and disappeared. I got my crackling candle lit. There's no after credit for that one. Nice. I'm sure I could force it. I feel like I need to write to a Tomei kitten and be like, dear Tomei kitten, I need you to write specifically what I need to do to just put the right settings there and not have to do everything else to get to that route. Hear me out. Let's see, we're gonna go to Tomomori. Tomomori. Alright. And I'll let a randomizer decide this because I was like, they're both on the same. I could hate one, right? I might end up hating one of them. Who knows? I'm gonna make an estimate on what I think my stream's gonna last until. We'll find out if I'm right. But Tomomori. That's how I remember his name. Oh no, when you redo the chapter and you're not sure if it's how you were doing the other chapter, and now I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. This is how I remember to spell his name. I go to Momori. Please copy after me. Alright, we're gonna go with all the choices that Otome said I need to use. Tell me more about this plan. Seems like a bad idea, but we're gonna do it anyways. Alright, let's hear about this Genji revival. Who in Kyoto will join us? Allies, you mean? Well, yeah, of course. I can't take on the Heike all by myself, can I? We need an army. All my brothers are dead except one who lives in exile, so just how do you plan on leading a revolution? Well...
もういい、シャナオ。奴らは答えに窮した。源氏再興など虚言に過ぎない。
Forget it, Chanel. These guys don't have any answers. This is all a waste of time.
これまで幾度となく来た輩と同じ。お前。
So just like the countless others who have come here with no reason.
シャナオ。受けるなら先ほどの無礼は不問にしてやろう。
There's got to be a way out of this. NK. As one knows. It's taking too long. Alright. We'll see if we get to chapter 8. I feel like 8 would be a good chapter to get to. Unless I'm feeling good. We'll see. We have a trip coming up, so I want to make sure I at least sleep a couple hours before I leave. I did plan on starting way earlier than this today. I just honestly sat down. I sat down the whole time. Okay, when I should get up. I did not. What does he mean by that? Information that could be useful to the Genji? What could it be? Could it be about this man, Kichiji, or perhaps it's something important for the Oshu? In any case, it won't be enough to just passively listen to him. I have to get to the root of what Lord Kakunichi really means. I open my mouth meekly until Shungen gaze is peering. What? Peering at me? That was weird. It cut off. So you couldn't see it on that screen because my picture was covering, but it kept going. Like it cut off at peering. Like it didn't go to the next line. It just like they didn't code it right. Once again, I was the youngest son of the Genji. It's a pleasure to meet you. Okay, cool. We're at stuff we've already seen before. The Heike aren't afraid of me. They ain't afraid. The next choice is hilarious.
父上は。
She's great, thanks. It looks so passive, like.
時は様のことが俺たちはめったに山から降りられないし、
I don't care about
行
my
くなら今
mother.
しかないぞ。
Lies. Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. I don't care about my mother. I'm an adult. I'm too old to be worrying about her. Besides, it's not like we've ever really met. Me just showing up unannounced could cause problems for her. Shana. Shungen. We need to get to Benkei as soon as possible. Come on.
今日の都を守ることは、
I
時は様を
understand.
守ることにつながるからな。
The best way to protect Lady Tokuwa would be to protect the capital. That's right. I sound so sad. I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel a pang of guilt in my heart, but that's all made up my mind. I'm sorry, Mother, but there are some things I have to do. Please forgive me. Don't worry, she's not your mom. Alright, let's split up is the next choice, which thankfully we've done before accidentally. And it accidentally gave us Benkei's route because Tomomori loves your tears. Conveniently. Honestly, the choices and how this had went out, I kind of thought I was going to end up on Tomomori the first time. I am whoever I say I am. I assume.
一体何も
That's right. For now, all I have to do is believe in myself and fight with all that I've got. Who I will eventually become is clear. Lost something. Prepare yourself. Felt familiar. He knows I'm a woman. I said put me down before. That's not the right answer. I wonder how Noritsune and his route would have went if the truth was revealed that we're related to him in some capacity. Would he even care? He didn't care that we were a woman the entire time. It's just an unfounded accusation. If you show him you're frightened, he'll take advantage of you. Shut your mouth. Your Heike are all the same, always gossiping, spreading lies about me. I won't let you take advantage of me to my face like that.
その反応はなかなかいい。私につけ込まれぬよう警戒するのは正しいね。
This guy. This guy. Well done. Very convincing. Though you are right to be worried about me taking advantage of you. This is bullshit. Put me down.
嫌だと言ったら
What? No good?
そんなに嫌なら力ずくで逃げればいい。そなたにできるのならね。
If you don't like me, then run away. If you can, that is. You don't have to tell me I'm
強がりはやめて
leaving.
おくといい。そなたは力を使い果たしているだろう。
You don't have to pretend to be strong for me. You must be exhausted after all that fighting. Tomomori was right. I felt as though all of my strength had been wiped out, but I was just able to fight well enough before.
反抗的なのも可愛らしいが、もうそれぐらいにしておきなさい。何をしてももう遅い。
It's cute that you're rebellious, but enough is enough. It's too late for you now. Okay, great. We do have the ability to skip here. We have repeated dialogue.
これから楽しくなりそうだ。
This is gonna be fun. He knows! Chapter 3. See, but it doesn't say it's Tomomori's route. However, I don't know. Sometimes Chapter 3 turns into their route, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I want this man groveling on his knees, and then he can do whatever he
シャラ王殿の
with me
強さ
once
には
he's
及び
I'm
ません。
satisfied.
事実、
Just
昨
give
夜は完膚なきまでに
a
叩き
smug
のめさ
moment
れま
putting
した。
him down. Listen, I enjoy that you want to break a man, and that's hot. It's just not always that
拙
easy.
者が従うべきはあなた以外にござらぬ。どうか 拙者をけ
Don't care, Benkei. I really don't. Is that also why you like... Starts with a Y. Ch.4. Yank. Ah! Just want to break a man. I get it. Benkei, you can't decide something so seriously based on something as trivial as a sparring match. When you choose me to be your master, you have to look at me as more than just strength. You must look at character too.
承知しております。だ強さだけではござらぬ。あの平家の者どもに臆さず立ち向かって行かれる
It's not
シャナオ
only
殿
about
の
your
お姿
strength.
に
I was impressed by the way you stood up
シ
to
ャ
the
ナオ殿
Heike.
こそ我が主にふさわしい方だと確信したのでござる。
I'm convinced that Lord Shana is the person I want to serve. Fighting for the Heike, that was just because I had to. I don't have any plans to fight the Heike. I see. I'm clearly not the person you think I am. I think you should just give up. Great, great. I wish this game... So, there's certain games,
しかし
when you click
望む
like
と
skip
望まざ
all,
るとにかかわらず
you can't see that because it
平
pops
家
up
は
like right
力
here.
ずくでシャナオの秘密をあらわにせんとするだろう。
And when you hit something you've already read before, it just pauses it there. It still says skip all, but it doesn't skip because it can't skip anymore. It doesn't do that on this game. If you press that button, it will instead, unfortunately, just disappear right away as soon as it hits something that's new. And so I can't just like use it as my backup. So if you use it in certain games and it doesn't, it's always there, you'll get through that dialogue that that's all new, and then it will start skipping instantly, and you don't have to guess when it ends. You know what I mean? I want that. I miss that. Ready or not, it appears the Heike are now determined to expose your secret. The Heike. I can't cause trouble for Kurama. I don't want to cause trouble for Kurama Temple, but that was never my intention.
分かっている。
I realized that.
だが避けることは
But
難
that's
しい。
easier said than done. I got scared. I thought I saw smoke. It's like, oh gosh, I'm setting my table on fire. In any case, I'm the one who created this situation. It's up to me to take responsibility and find a way
では
out.
どうする？
So what do we do? That's... What am I supposed to do? How can I escape the Heike's grasp? See what I mean? And I hit all, and not the unhit it.
そして主人と従者の関拙者シャナオ殿を斧が主と確信いたす所存。これが拙者の宿命であると。
I don't believe in fate. Ooh, I said this before. I like when I said it before because then I have to go through it again.
わかった。
Are we there? Did we do it? Are we in the chart? Are we... We did it! We're in the route! Perfect.
俺は先に後から弁慶をよこせ。
Excellent. I'm going to minimize this now. I don't need it. I can strong arm my way to usually a happy ending. Unless it's Virch, in which case all endings are bad. Alright, I'll go on ahead. I'm counting on you, Benkei.
お前は一番最後だ、シャナオ。不動堂から三つ股の杉まで、これを忘れるな。
Your last Chanao. From Feudal Hall to the Cedar Tree, don't forget. Feudal Hall to the Cedar Tree, got it.
無茶はするなよ。行くぞ、吉次殿。みんな、
Don't do anything
走れ。
reckless. Let's go. Kuchiji, everybody run.
は、はい。
Right. And then they go like this, I assume. Let's go, Benkei. And then
承知。
we go like this. Got
平
it.
家の侍ども、またもシャナオ殿の行く手を阻むならば、一切容赦せぬ。
I'm gonna say something. It's a truth, okay? I don't like her haircut. I don't like her haircut. I don't like when she puts her hair down because her hair still looks like that in the front. I just don't like it. And I was kind of hoping it looked different in the fan disc, and it doesn't. Heike Samurai, if you haven't considered blocking Shanao's path, I will show no mercy.
弁慶め。行くぞ、皆の者。
Benkei, let's go, everyone.
これまでの恨み、ここで晴らしてやる。
We're gonna punish you for everything you've done. Benkei, can you really handle all of these guys by yourself?
おや、うちの者たちはよほどあの僧兵に恨みが深いと見える。おかげで邪魔は入らない。
Sure seems as though you don't like that monk. No matter, it allows us to be alone at last. Tomomori Taida!
先日はほとんど何もせぬまま逃げられてしまったからね。そなたの相手は私がしよう。
The other day, you ran away without even saying goodbye. I'll be your opponent tonight. This man suspects my secret. I've got to get out of here. I have no intention of being captured by this man or letting him attack Kurama. Very well then, let's see how well you fight, Tomomori Taida.
ならばご覧いただこう。この立ち筋がお気に召すといいのだ。
I won't. They look like they're drawn from different like character story arcs. Honestly, her eyes are so more cartoony than his. His is so more realistic. I'd be delighted to show you. It'd be nice if my swordmanship pleases you. Tomomori silently glided towards me. His footsteps were light and playful like a cat sneaking up on a wounded prey, and yet... Well done. I mean, look at that man. He's so strong. Just a single strike nearly knocked me back on my feet. I suppose that's enough of that, don't you think? Now come along. No way, we're just getting started.
期待には応えたつもりだけれど、言っただろう。私はそなたを迎えに来ただけだと。
Yes, but I think you've had your fill already. Besides, like I told you, I'm only here to pick you up. You came to pick me up. I think you mean capture me, right? Otherwise, why do you still have that sword in your hand?
これは失礼。だが、私にも戦を楽しむ感情があったようでね。どうにも血が騒ぐのを抑えられないようだ。
Forgive me, I too wanted to battle with you. I'm afraid I just can't contain this bloodlust of mine.
人思いに終わらせてしまうのは惜しい。
Sometimes okay.
そなた相手なら。
I was like the entire like continent of Greek, like he looks like he's from mythology, or like Griel. Who is Griel? Is that his voice actor? It might be his voice actor. Is that from Code Realize? That feels like a Code Realize name. Are you gonna tell me it's Olympia Soiree? Everyone likes to throw that one at me. To accidentally kill you, ending things with you so quickly. No, you are truly one to be saved. Oh, the redhead from Black Butler, the guy who's obsessed and has really sharp teeth and like to show up and prance on the back of Sebastian, that guy? I feel like that guy's a little more eccentric, but I can see it. To accidentally kill you, ending things with you so quickly. No, you are truly one to be savored. A sudden shiver ran down my spine, but I tried to keep my composure. What the hell is with this guy? It's not just that he's strong. There's something strange about him. If we continue to fight like this, I'll lose. My only hope is to hold him off and escape.
なかなかいい立ち筋だ。
Not a bad strike.
空を切っては意味がない。
But I'm your opponent, not the wind. I keep barely missing him. I guess regular tactics won't work. In that case, I came at him from above. I knew he could avoid it, but then I quickly slashed at the place he dodged to.
避けられぬように退路を切り上げるか。なるほど。悪い手ではないね。
Striking the place you knew I'd retreat to. Not bad. Look, you made me move my sword.
合わせてみてわかることもある。楽しいね、シャナオ。もう少し遊んでみようか。
You can learn a lot about someone by crossing swords with them. Very well, Chanel. Let's play some more. No way. I glanced over and saw that Benkei had almost defeated the other Heike samurai. First, I've got to give Benkei an opportunity to escape. Benkei! Great.
よそ見はいけないね。
Over here, dear. I barely dodged Tomomori's sharp attack. I quickly stepped back, then straight in for a counterattack. I've got to leave Benkei and keep Tomomori focused on me. Tomomori jumped back to avoid my last strike, giving me some space. I quickly turned and ran in the opposite direction. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Tomomori follow me as Benkei looked down the last of the soldiers. Took down the last of the soldiers. Not look. He didn't look. He took him down. That should give Benkei enough room to escape. Now I just need to ditch Tomomori. And sure, I'm sure I'm more familiar with fighting in the mountains than Tomomori. This shouldn't be too hard. That bitch is strong. You sure about that, girl? And he can smell you. He's like obsessed with you. I should have given Benkei enough space to escape. As for Tomomori, I remember Tomomori's graceful smile as we clashed. His expression looked as though he was dancing with me, not fighting. Noted soon I was strong, but Tomomori was even stronger. I can't believe anyone's that good. So he's the heir to the Heke family? The Heke will not let an heir to the Genji's name simply go free. Perhaps this means I'll always be hunted. Can I really escape here? I have to escape. I slowed my steps to check behind me then. What?
うまく避けたね。さすがだ。
Well done, I knew you were special. Tomomori!
だが、もう少しうまく逃げてもらいたいね。その方が追う楽しみ。
How about another go? I find the chase to be the most exciting part. Shut up! Ha! I have to find a way out of here. I'm running out of time. I started running through the forest again. I feared he would cut me down at any moment, but I seemed to be able to escape. Did I really get away with this? There's no time to think right now. The night will soon be over. I have to get to Lake Biwa before the sun rises. After running for a while longer, my vision suddenly opened up. The lake stretched out in front of me. So this is Lake Biwa. It's much bigger than I thought. Under different circumstances, I would have stopped to marvel at it. However, the sky was already starting to
やっ
brighten.
と囚われてくれる気になったのかな。
Are you ready to come back with me now? No!
鬼ごっこも楽しかったが、そろそろおしまいにしようか。
It's been fun playing tag, but I think it's time to call it a day. Fun? Could he have captured me at any time? Why didn't he? It's like he's haunting me. I was horrified. I felt a chill run down my spine at the smile that creeped up on Tomomori's lips.
そう、もっとそなたと遊びたい。今度は私の方法で。
I want to play with you more. This time, let's play my way. Unbelievable. His strikes are so strong.
やはり太刀を交えると、そなたのことがよくわかる。
I want to hear his voice more. I can understand you better when we cross swords.
仲間を逃がすために己
Oh,
を
maybe not
お
that
とりに
much.
し、山中で私を巻こうと時間を稼いでいたね。
It wasn't a bad plan, you know? Use yourself as bait to buy some time and let your friends escape.
だが、わかっただろう。それらがすべて無駄だったという。
But now you see it was all for naught. Shut your mouth, Tomomori.
事実を述べただけだよ。十分楽しませてくれたお礼にね。
I'm just stating a fact. I will say though, a fact. I can enunciate. I will say though, it has been fun. Thank you for that.
私は追われるより、
Rather than
追う
being
方が好
chased,
きなたちなんだ。
I prefer to be the one doing the
そ
chasing.
の方がずっと楽しめる。
I suppose that's just by nature. I am not some prey to be hunted for your
そうだね。
enjoyment.
よくわかったよ。
Alright, I know
そな
that.
たは私たち側の存在だ。
Quite the opposite. You and I are on the same side. Same side? Don't be ridiculous. I will never join the Hike.
可愛いことを言う。それでこそ追う甲斐があるというものだ。
You say the cutest things. Perhaps that's what makes this chase so satisfying. At that moment, I heard a voice on the lake. Tomomori too heard it and turned to face it.
Sana!
Shana! Oh no, Shungen's here. Shungen! A boat was crossing the lake and I could see Kijiji as well as Shungen. Everyone else seemed to be safe as well. There was no other boats. The Heke could not follow us. Thank goodness.
そう。無事でよかったね。彼らはこれから京を離れ、 遠い土地に落ち延びられるだろう。
Oh, good, they made it. Now they can escape to a place far away from
そなただ
Kyoto.
けがここにいる。一人取り残される気分は
And yet
どん
you're
な
still
感じかい？
here. How does it feel to be the only one left? You think I was abandoned?
そなたが一人残ったとも言えるかな。いずれにせよ良い選択だ。
What if, I know this probably won't happen, but what if he literally set fire to that boat right now and all our friends are on that boat and he just was like, watch this, and we're just having to watch it? Do I like psychopaths? Oh god, am I a problem? All I said is that you're the only one left. Either way, I think it's for the best. Listen.
そなた自身逃げ切れるとは思っていなかっただろう。
But you didn't really think you could get away, did you?
そなたは源氏の子。
That's just mean.
どこへ行ってもその定めはついて回る。
Is he or is he not a psychopath? Like, you are the son of Genji. Wherever you go, that fate will follow you.
その名、力、進むべき道。そなたは生涯追わなければ
The
ならない。
name, the power, the path you must follow, you must bear it for the rest of your life. Shut
逃れることは
up.
できないよ。
You can't
源氏の
escape
君。
it. Child of
何度
Genji.
も言っただろう。
I've told you many times before. Shut up. I swung my sword with all my might, putting all my weight into the blow. Just then, softly Tomomori took a step forward, slipped into the gap, and grabbed my wrist. I read wrist, right? Not waist, just making sure. I mean, it's both, but... By the time I realized it, it was too late. His movements were swift, his grasp was soft, and yet I could not move
そなたに
freely.
は分かっていたはずだ。
You
ずっ
knew
と
what you
考
were
えていた
doing.
ことだろう。
I'm sure you were thinking
だか
about
ら
it for a
立ち
long
筋を乱れ
time.
た。
That's why you hesitated in your strikes. What?
そなたを捕まえただけ。そうされたいと思っていたから望みを叶えて差し上げたんだよ。
You wanted to be caught, didn't you? And now I've given you what you wanted. I felt trapped by his eyes that peered into me. Desperately, I stared at him, looking for a way out. I don't want that.
そうかな。
I wonder.
そなたは宿命に抗わず、ただ逃げようとしただけだ。
You haven't fought against your fate. You've only tried to escape.
源氏という宿命から、そなた自身の宿命から、ただ逃げようとしただけ。
From the fate of the Genji, from your own fate, all you've done so far is try to escape.
私はね、
Chanel.
宿
I,
命
for
の風
one,
に身を委ねるのも悪くないと思うのだよ。
don't think it's so bad to surrender to the winds of fate. Is that the name of this one? Wait, that's the name of this one. Oh my god.
私のもとにおいで。宿命の風に身を委ねる花びらとなって、
Come to me.
私に囚われなさい。
Roll credits. We did it! The sequels are out now, guys. Alright, come to me. Be as the petals that surrender to the wind of fate and give yourself to me. Oh! Oh my god. Exact opposite of the last route. Instant kissing. Instant kiss. Instantly on the lips. 5 seconds in. We're not even... I wasn't sure what had happened. I became surrounded in a sweet smell that made my head swirl. My vision grew blurry as I felt myself slowly sinking away. Drunk from the wafting fragrance, I felt all the will to resist him melt away. Tomomori smiled as he exhaled the seductive air.
やはり姫君だったか。そなたの唇は言葉以上に。
I'm surprised Shungen's not like... You don't hear like the splash of him jumping in the ocean. He's like, that's my girl. So you are indeed Genji's princess after all. Your lips can tell me more than your words could. He knows I'm a woman.
そなたには
How?
秘密がある。姫君であることだけではない。そなた自身も知らない秘密が。
You have a secret, you know. Not this one about your gender. Something about you that you don't even know. A secret that I don't even
知り
know?
たいかい？もちろん教え
Would
て
you
あ
like
げ
to
る。
know?
そなたを六原に迎え入れて。
I'd be happy to tell you. Just follow me to Rokuhara. They'll gladly welcome you there. What do you mean welcome
平家の
me?
男である私が源氏の姫君を妻として迎え入れる。 悪くない思考だろ。
As my wife, of course. I have the Heike and you have the Genji. Not a bad twist of fate, wouldn't you say? It's just as Lord Kakunichi said. They would marry me off to a member of the Heike clan to prevent the restoration of the Genji. Just like my mother, I too would be used.
そなたを助ける者はいない。籠絡した弁慶も逃げ出し、他の仲間も皆古城の船の上だ。
There's no one to help you. Benkei is gone and the others are all on a boat on the lake. Girl, I'm sorry, I didn't say girl. Boy, knock her in the head already. Like, this is taking too
逃
long.
れることな
Kidnap
ど
her or
できんの
don't.
だよ。これは
There's no
そなたの
escaping.
宿
This is
命
your fate. Tomomori drew me closer. The dizziness from before didn't stop. My strength seemed to drain away from where he touched
さ
me.
あ、行
Oh,
こう
that's right.
姫
He's
君。
taken her essence. I totally forgot. That's
私
his
と共に
power. Come,
すべ
princess.
てを捨てればいい。
Come with me. Leave everything else behind. Surrender yourself to me. Do I really want to leave everything behind me? Do I want to do as Tomomori of the Heike said? Is that really what I want, being forced to leave Kurama? Was it all just fate leading me here? Are your eyes going to turn cat-like right now? Are you going to pass out? No.
ほう。
Oh? No. The area in front of my eyes turned bright red.
うん。これは。
This is... I pushed Tomomori away as hard as I could with surprising ease. I felt my previously trapped body springing back to life. I'm not going to do what you say. Yeah.
楽しませてくれるね。あのまま連れて帰ってもよかったが、こっちの方が面白そうだ。
You're giving me quite the show, aren't you? I would have been happy to take you home right away, but this could be fun too. I have no intention of entertaining you. Just leave me
構
alone.
うさ。楽しいのだから。
I don't care what your intention is. I'm having fun.
そなたはまだ逃げるのかな。それでは何も変わらない。分かっているだろう。
Are you still gonna try to escape? I wonder. You know nothing will change even if you do. You know that, right? That may be. But all I know now is I have to get away from you and the Heike. I thought if I left Kurama, left everything I knew behind, I could escape.
だが無駄だった。
But it was useless. I know. I can see that now. My eyes were closed, but now I know that I am a Genji. I know that that's why I was left in the care of Kurama. I also know that I'm a woman and that I could easily end up like my mother. This may be my fate, but whether or not you get wrapped up in it is another story.
ほう。ではどうする？
Oh, then what will you do now? I don't know. But I do know I can't run away from this fate. I'll have to face it down and carve out my own destiny. As soon as I said it out loud, the world sunk deep into my heart. Tomomori, on the other hand, stared blankly at me as if he had just been caught off guard. Then his smile
宿
loosened.
命を切り開く。
Carve out your own
かわいいことを言
destiny.
う。
How cute.
では見せてくれるかな。ここからどう抜け出す？
As I text my sister, who I think is still out and about right now. I could be wrong. Be like, hi, when you come home, could you bring me a drink? Show me then. Can you carve your way out of this fate? In front of me was Tomomori. Behind me was Shungen and the others. The distance between the shore and the boat was vast. Tomomori thought that everyone had abandoned me and left with the ships, but I knew he was wrong. If I leave now, I can still make it.
湖に向かうのかな。その前に捕らえられると思わないのかい？
If you're heading for the lake, don't you know that I'll catch you before you make it? I don't think so.
お前は一番最後だ、シャナオ。不動堂から見つ
How could I forget? I had made great leaps before from the roof of Fudo Hall and Madeira to the cedar tree. The distance between the shore and the boat, Shungen was holding the boat. Holding the boat.
Sana, koi!
Shana, come on. Yeah. I want a CG of her leaping into the air. I just want like her against the moon. Very ET style. I'll never understand the need for a dialogue fight in a fight. It's just witty banter. They're just trying to keep themselves entertained and honestly, at the same time, drive me crazy. It's also why I think I would love a Otome game that had not CGs, sorry, VGs. Kind of like Final Fantasy. You know, like when you get to a certain scene and you get real excited because the video's going to start playing, like those. I want that. I want that in this. I want an Otome game that has a beautiful cut scene. Of course you would have an ad, right? Wait, OP ad? One Piece ad? Or like an overpowered ad? What are we seeing here? OP, One Piece? Overpowered? What were you saying? I was saying I wish Otome games had cutscenes like video games like Final Fantasy have, where like you get to a certain area and then like the game turns into a cutscene. Like for the fighting scenes specifically, just for like scenes like this. Because honestly, just putting the little stick figures, like it just, I don't know. There's just something about like having two little stick figures pop up and go like, and I'm like, oh, there's definitely action happening here because the stick figures are crossing each other. It doesn't really feel like a fight, you know what I'm saying? Plus, I mean, who doesn't like a good video? Like, oh my gosh. Those felt like I made it in Final Fantasy. When I was playing Final Fantasy and I got to a cutscene, or Chrono Cross, or Chrono Trigger. Oh my god, what a great day. I've done everything I possibly could. I got to a cutscene. Thought my nose was itching, but it was more than I wanted it to be. Take a big step and kicking up off the ground with all of my might, my body soared over Lake Biwa. I mean, obviously they'd have to voice her, or they'd have to treat it like Link, and they would just be like showing her going like to do a cutscene. I guess that's the one thing. In the darkness, I could see the boat getting closer and closer, bobbing on the surface of the lake, and it further away than I thought. Am I going to make it? If I don't, I'll fall straight into the lake. My lord, I've got you. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Basketball? I found myself leaning over the side of the boat. I was being held by Benkei's massive arms. Benkei slowly regained his footing. As the boat shook violently, Shungen was supporting his huge frame from falling. Looks like you made it. Hot dog. But I don't think you'd come on board like this. I didn't think you'd come on board like this. I almost put nail oil on my lips because I grabbed the wrong tube. Which would be hilarious. I don't know if a jojoba oil would do anything to me, but it could. Now I understand why Shungen took the boat away from the dock. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you, but I am glad you were here to catch me.
本当、ヒヤッとさせるなよ。お前なら飛べると思っていたんだから。
Don't make me nervous like that. I knew you'd make it. From Fudo Hall to the cedar tree, once I thought about it a little more, I knew exactly what you
お
meant.
前なら大丈夫だと信じた。
I knew you'd make it. Thanks for believing in me. Shana! My lord, hold on. I passed out. Sorry, I do that sometimes when I overexert myself. Their voices were becoming more and more distant. Just before I lost consciousness, I thought I heard Tomomori's voice. I want to hear his voice.
そなたはまだ逃げるのかな。それでは何も変わらない。分かっているだろうに。
I know, running away from my fate won't change anything. So I won't run away. I'm going to face my fate. With that vow in mind, I slipped out of consciousness. Chapter 4 Tomomori. Where am I? Heaven only knows. Let me put like 3 more of these in here. I have a goal, and I'm going to see if I can get to that goal, and I'm going to cheat by pre-saving things. Where am I? I passed out on a boat. I'm having trouble breathing, and I can't move my arms or legs. I was in a place with no people or scenery. I moved my body as if to resist the darkness that surrounded me. I can't stay here. I have to get out of here as soon as possible. Nope, I did it right. Perfect. My own voice slipped away, and when I opened my eyes, I saw an unfamiliar ceiling. Where am I? I can't remember anything after jumping from the dock to the boat at Lake Biwa. Running away from Tomomori. As soon as that name Tomomori popped into my mind, I felt a rush of anxiety all over my body. Sorry.
避けられぬだが
We don't do flashbacks here. His attacks weren't just strong, they completely made me lose my footing, so that's Tomomori Taira. I've heard they call him the wise general. I bit my lip in frustration at myself because I found myself unable to tear my mind away from Tomomori.
私のもとにおいで宿命の風に身を委ねる花びらとなって私に囚われなさい
Come to me, be as the petal that surrenders to the winds of fate and give. Oh, I'm doing flashbacks again. Ah, I get it. He's hot. My body became hot with confusion and shame. Not only did Tomomori recognize me as a woman, he kissed me. I wiped my lips with my sleeve over and over again, trying in vain to get the sensation of his lips pressed against mine away. I got away this time, but I'm sure Tomomori hasn't given up yet. What will I do when I see him again? Oh, I'll marry him, I guess. Have you thought about just marrying the guy? I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. The truth came tumbling out of my mouth. I can't honestly be sure what I'll be okay. Sure that I'll be okay the next time I see him. I don't know. That doesn't feel right. It didn't give me a flower. I've just got to keep calm. I'll face him down. I don't know. He'd probably like that. How can you be so bearish? I shook my head lightly as I realized that I had again been trying to run away from the situation. If I ever see him again, I'll face him down and figure out what he's really after. Tomomori Taira, he's one bad guy, that's for sure. Come to think of it, Tomomori said that you can learn a lot about someone by crossing swords with them. Tomomori's style was soft and flowed like a cool spring breeze, but there was a sharpness to it too. One wrong move, it's no use. I can't figure him out. He had a soft smile on his face, and his manners and words are gentle, but his heart is clouded. Just what does he want with me? Everything.
起きているか、シャナ。
Are you awake, Shana? Shingen, come on in. Shingen and the others came into the room and saw me awake. A wave of relief washed over their faces.
よかった。
Good.
気づいたんだな。
You're awake.
殿、お加減はいかがでしょ
My lord, how are you
う。気分
feeling?
の悪いところなどございませんか。
Is there anything I can do for you? I'm fine. How long was I out? Is this the Kagami Inn?
そうだ。あれからちょうど半日といったところだな。
Yes, you've been asleep for half a day.
すぐ横にさせようということで、こちらの宿に急ぎ向かったのですよ。
We wanted to find you a place to rest right away, so we hurried straight to the inn. I'm sorry to have caused you so much trouble.
謝る必要はない、シャナ。山の中を駆け回っていたんだろう。
No need to apologize, Shana. You must have been exhausted from running around the mountains.
その間ずっと一人で戦っていたのならむしろ人並み外れたお力と言えましょ
To have fought alone the entire time would have taken extraordinary
う拙
strength.
者五条橋で殿と刀を交えた時を
It reminds me of when we crossed swords at Gojo Bridge. Gojo Bridge? Come to think of it, I felt the same way when I fought against Tomomori. It felt as if the vision before me turned red. The next moment, my body was light as a feather, able to move freely with incredible power. Just what the hell was that?
そなたには
Tomomori's words passed through my head again. Was he talking about that? He said it was a secret. Just what does that creep know about me?
シャナ、
Shana. I gulped and looked at Shunga and Benkei and Kichiji staring at me as though they were watching me.
何か気になることがあるのか。
What's on your mind? Are you
大
okay?
丈夫か。
Oh no, man. I'm sorry to worry you. I don't mean to worry you all. Don't worry. I'm ready for whatever comes our way.
ああ、お前はよく頑張ったよ。
You did good
休め
already.
る時にしっかり休んでくれ。何かあれば、いつでも頼ってくれていいからな。
Make sure you get some rest when you can. If you need anything, just let me know. Shungen placed his warm, gentle hand gently on my shoulder.
ところで、シャナ、せっかく目を覚ましたんだ。何か口に入れないか？
By the way, Shauna, now that you're awake, do you want anything to eat? I guess so. I realized that I hadn't been eating or drinking much as I put my hand on my stomach.
気分はどうなんだ？重たいものが食べられないなら、
How are you feeling if you don't want anything too
ここは
heavy?
精のつくものを食すべきかと拙者
Meat,
殿
my
のため
lord.
に今から
You need meat to keep your
キジか
spirits
イノ
up.
シシを取ってまいります
I will go catch a pheasant or a boar for you. You know what?
キジか
That's
イノシシ。
the nicest thing he's ever said to me. A pheasant or a boar?
さようキジなら丸焼きイノシシなら味噌鍋にして殿に召し上がってもらうのだ
That's right. If it's pheasant, we'll roast it whole. If it's the boar, we'll cook it in miso soup and serve it to the Lord.
待て、ようやく起きたところにそんな重たいものは無理だろ
Wait a minute. He just woke up. He's not gonna want something
う。
that
まず
heavy.
は泡がゆぐらいで様子を見て。
How about we start out with some rice porridge and see how that goes?
それでは力が
Rice
つかぬ
porridge?
ここはやはり肉が良い
He's not a deer, Shungen. Meat. The man needs meat.
だから重すぎると言っている。
Deer don't eat meat. Besides, it's too heavy.
拙者は食べられる
Then
ぞ
I'll eat it.
お前とシャナを一緒にするな。
That's why you want to give him meat. Shungen and Benkei stared at each other down in silence.
干した果物でもお出ししましょうか。干しあんずはいかがですか？シ
How
ャナ
about
王
some
様
dried fruit? Care for some dried apricots? Thanks, I love fruit.
殿キジやイノシシがダメなら鹿はいかがか
Wait, what about deer? Do you want to eat some deer?
しかも一緒だ。
Deer's even more heavy.
殿
My lord. Sorry, I just can't help it. Watching you two bicker, you're like an old married couple.
まったく。
Don't laugh. This is
笑い事
serious.
じゃないぞ、シャナ。
いえいえ、シャナ王様が笑顔になられたなら、二人の掛け合いも悪くはなかったということですよ。
If it made Lord Shana smile, it means that you two helped him after all.
殿の心を少しでも慰めることができたのなら
I'm glad we were able to comfort you.
そこで胸を張って言うな。
What are you still looking so proud for? I'm not alone after all. My friends helped me escape last time, and they'll help me next time too. Looking at Shungen and Benkei, I gently relaxed. I told Tomomori that I wouldn't run away from my fate, but I would carve my own. That was no lie in those words. I felt a slight breeze coming in the window and gently turned my gaze outside. I don't know what fate awaits me, but for now, I'll just keep moving. Kichiji, how will we be traveling to Oshu from here on out?
今いる鏡の宿は東山道の宿場町。今日から欧州へ向かう場合、この東山道を通り北上するのが定石です。
The inn where we are now is one that stops in Tosando, which moves from Kyoto up north.
それゆえ、 予想され
However,
やすい童貞と言えましょう。平家の追っ手を巻くためにも今回はこの道を外れることにいたしました。
that path will be easy for the Heike to predict, so I think we should take another route instead.
東海道を通って武蔵の国まで行き、その後は下津道を通って欧州へと向かうつもりでおります。
I think we should take Hokkaido to Musashi, then the Shimotsu Road to Oshu.
シャナオ様、い
What
か
do you
がでしょ
think,
うか。
Lord Chanel? Listen, I can't argue with that. If Kichiji says it's best, then it's probably best.
俺もそう思う。こと旅に関しては吉次殿、
I
あなたが
agree. When
頼
it
りだ。
comes to travel,
よろしく頼む。
we're completely in your hand. Kichiji, we'll leave it to you.
はい、わかりました。
Very
で
well
はそ
then.
のようにいたしましょう。
Let's do that.
しかし追っ手がかからないという保証はありません。道中は身分を隠し慎重に進むことといたしましょう。
However, there's no guarantee we won't be pursued. We must do all that we can not to draw attention to ourselves. Good idea.
よし。なら他の者にも旅程を伝えるか。
Does
東海道を
going
行くという
along
ことは
to Ko
海沿いの道を歩くことになるのか。
does going along the Tokaido mean walking along the sea?
そうなりますね。ああ、それと武蔵へ向かう途中には伊豆を通り過ぎることになりますが、
Indeed, we'll pass through Musashi and Izu as well. The sudden mention of that place made my heart skip a beat.
殿、どうかなさいましたか。
Just in case, this is starting to feel familiar. Good.
兄上、どこへ行くの？
Brother, where are you going?
ああ、わかった。酒を飲みに行くんでしょ。
Out for a drink,
だったら
perhaps?
俺も付き合うよ。
I'll join you.
あいにく今宵は飲む気分ではないんだ。ただ歩きたいだけだよ。
I hate to say it, but I'm not in the mood for a drink tonight. I just want to take a walk.
なんだ。シャナ王を取り逃したことに存外傷ついているのかと思
You've
っ
been
たの
acting
に。
so depressed ever since Chanel escaped.
でもこれからどうするの？父上はああ言ってたけど、本当にこのまま何もしないつもり？
What are you gonna do? After what father said, can you really just leave it alone?
追うなら俺も連れて行ってよ。今度こそ剣を交えてみたい。
If you're going after him, I wish you'd take me with you. I'd love to cross swords with him.
ああ、そうだね。
I suppose we could do that. This may be my fate, but whether or not you get wrapped up in it is another story.
ほう。ではどうする？
That's right, it's a flashback. Sorry, I thought he was having a thought.
怖くて。
She was
逃げた
scared.
くてたまらないのに、それを押し殺して強く私を見据えていた。
Like she couldn't bear to run away, but then she pushed me down and stared back at
痛い
me.
ほどに。
He's in
か弱く
delusion.
けなげ
This is a delusional man.
あんな眼差しで見つめられたら。
Courage in the face of such
もっ
fear.
と追い詰めたく
That
なっ
look
て
in
し
your
まう
eye, it makes me want to chase you even more. It's always a full mood in this universe, by the way. What is it, brother? The tides must be a
そういえ
nightmare.
ば、あの晩もこうしてそなたと二人で歩いていたと思ってね。
Come to think of it, the two of us were walking together like this the other
あ
night.
の晩？
That night?
そう、月明かりの下、見つけた。自分でも気づかず涙する姿に。
That's right, I found you in the shadow of the moon. The reflection of the moonlight shining in your tears stole my
願わ
gaze.
くはまた見たいものだ。
Hopefully, I'll see those tears again.
あの月の雫のような涙を。
Those tears like precious gems falling from your eyes.
兄上ったらさっきからどうしたのさ。なんだか顔が緩んでるけど。
Brother, what's with you this lately? What's with that look on your face?
いや、
Nothing.
どうしたら泣いてくれるかなと思って。
I was just thinking about how to make her cry.
泣く？
Cry?
誰が？
Who?
なんでもないよ。さて、私はこのまま少しそぞろ歩こ
That's nothing. I'm gonna continue my stroll. You can do as you like. Time passed, and word of Chanel's retreat from Kurama to Kyoto began to spread. Imperial Palace. On that day, in the palace of the imperial court, Emperor Shirakawa was visited by one of the nobles of the
な
court.
んと、それはまことか。 源義朝の子シャナ王が平家とのいさかいを理由に京を出て行ったと。
Tell me, is it true that the son of Yoshitsune Minamoto Shinao was forced to leave Kyoto after a dispute with the Heike? Is this also a flashback? Had this conversation a couple times too.
Hmm. どうしたの兄上。さっきからため息ばかり。
What's wrong, brother? You've done nothing but sigh lately.
その書簡ってシャナ王の調査報告？行き先まだわからないの？
Is that letter about Chanel still not like tracking him
あい
down?
にくとね。
Unfortunately.
近江に下ったということは東へ向かったと考えてまず間違いはないだろう。
If he's headed for Omi, it's safe to assume he went further east.
数日前に上がった報告だと伊豆に立ち寄った形跡はなかった。
If according to the report that came in a few days ago, there was no signs of him stopping in Izu.
ああ、兄の頼朝は伊豆で流人生活を送っているからね。私もシャナ王はそこに寄ると思ったが。
Ever just have a memory that you grabbed a knee brace and don't know where you put it? Oh well. Indeed, his brother Yoritomo is living in exile in Izu. I assumed Chanel would stop there too, but alas.
さらに先の欧州という線が今は濃厚だ。
If he didn't stop in Izu, then it is increasingly likely he fled to
欧州？
Oshu.
そんな遠いところまで逃げるかな？
You really think he'd run that far?
私は十分あると見ているよ。平治の乱の折、敗走する義朝たちが逃れようとした土地だ。
I believe so. After his loss at the Heiji Rebellion, that is where Yoshitomo was headed, was it not?
だからシャナ王もという可能性はある。それで先日、欧州にも偵察を放ったが。
In that case, I think it's quite likely that Chanel was headed there. I sent some spies there a few days ago,
報
but
告を待つのも飽きた。シャナ王はどこへ消えたのだろうか。
are you tired of waiting? Just where have you disappeared to, Chanel?
兄上が自分から誰かの行方を知ろうとするなんて。
I never thought I'd see you take such an interest in finding
どうしてそ
somebody.
こまで？どうしても討ち取りたい理由があるとか？
Just what's gotten into you? Why are you so interested in taking him
そ
down?
うだね。
Why indeed?
撃ちたいわけではない。かといって今すぐ手に入れたいというわけでもな
I'm
い。
not trying to take her down. I just want to catch her. That's not quite right either.
簡単に私の手に入ってもらっては困る。
It would be no fun if I caught you too easily now, would it? Huh?
重衡、
Shigehira.
私はね、シャナを私の思い描く理想の存
I
在に
want
育て
to
上げたい
raise Chanel to perfection. Eep.
理想の存在に育て上げる？男を相手にしてその言い草はないんじゃない？それじゃまるで紫の上だ。
You mean like Murasaki no? The story about a woman thought to be a man?
紫の上？
Murasaki no.
あ
Yes.
それはいろいろと
In
含みがあって
many
面
ways,
白い
yes.
何がどう含んでるのさ？
In many ways. What the
俺にはさっぱ
hell
り
are
なん
you
だけど。
talking about?
とにかく
Anyways,
紫の上とは違うよ。光源氏は彼女を大事に慈しみ、真綿でくるむように育て上げたが、
it's not quite like Murasakio. Hikaru Genji raised her and dressed her up in the softest of
私は
cottons.
そのような無垢の美玉に興味はない。戦ってみて確信したよ。
I have no
あ
interest in
の
such
強靭
soft
さこそ
beauty.
価値があるのだ。
After fighting with him, I'm convinced there is value in his
研
strength.
磨されることで一層輝く石のように傷だらけになってこそシャナ王は美しくなる。
Chanel is the most beautiful when covered in scratches, like a stone that shines even brighter when it's polished. He says so.
要するにいたぶりたいってこと？けどシャナ王は兄上のいじめに耐えきれるかな？
So, in short, you want to torture him, but you think that Chanel will be able to stand your torment?
いじめだなんて人聞きの悪い。だが 耐えてもらわなければ困る。
Torment is not the word I'd use for it, but I will be expecting him to be able to endure what I dish out, yes.
シャナオはきっと私の期待に応えてくれると信じているよ。
I'm sure Chanel will be able to live up to my expectations.
いくつもの修羅場をくぐり抜け絶望を糧に大人となった彼女はさぞかし素敵だろう。
A woman who has already endured as much despair and tragedy as she's surely a diamond that has been polished to perfection.
そうなれば。
And to me, she'll be.
ふん。
Arigato. Yay. Ah.
おや、どうしたんだいそんなにむくれて。
What is it? What's wrong?
なんだか面白くない。だって兄上、俺にだってここまで関心持ってくれた
She
こと
brought me a
ないじ
treat.
ゃ
I
ない。
didn't ask for treats, but I like treats, so I'll never be mad at a treat. She probably got the $5 meal deal and gave herself the sandwich and gave me the rest. Or split up the rest. That's definitely not the entire fry. You've never been so interested in me. Oh, look what did I say? What did I say last time about his interest? Like he's really interested in his brother. It feels right. It feels like what I said was right. I used to have chopsticks in here. I call them my snacking chopsticks. Found them. You've never been so interested in me. I'm kind of jealous, that's all.
俺が子供の頃はもっと一緒にいてくれたのに。それこそ夢でもうつつでも。兄上と徳子姉上と俺の3人でさ。
I've always wanted to hang out with you when you were kids, but you were always too busy. You, Tokuko, and I had to meet in dreams.
随分と昔のことを。
That was a long time ago.
第一、普通の人間は夢でつながったりなどしないのだ。
Besides, you know normal people can't connect in dreams.
でも、それが俺たちの当たり前でしょ。同調できればいつだって夢で会える。子供の頃はそうして遊んでたじゃない。
That's a new development, though. But it's no problem for us. If we synchronized, we could meet up in dreams. That's how it's always been.
でも、姉上が来なくなって、それから次第に兄上も。
Aww. But then Tokuko stopped coming, and then you stopped coming.
懐かしいな。ねえ、覚えてる？やよや待て。
I miss those times. Do you remember? You are?
夢の通い路開けたもう。だろ？
We are the music makers and we are the dreamers of dreams.
そう。俺たちだけの合言葉。やっぱり覚えてた？あれだけ使ってたんだから絶対に忘れないよね。
Our password, you remembered. We used it so often, how could you forget?
今にしてみれば、兄上がちゃんと遊んでくれてたのも、あの頃ぐらいだったかも。
In hindsight, we spent more of our time together in dreams than we did in real
そ
life.
うだったかな。
I suppose that's
だ
true.
って、兄上は子供なのに、戦に出てて忙しかったから。何せ初陣はわずか5歳だし。
How old is Tomomori? Oh my god. You were so busy with the war, I can't believe you fought your first battle when you were only
今
5.
日の治安維持に地方の所領問題。当時は今よりもっと武力を必要とする問題がたくさんあったっていうよね。
Maintain security of Kyoto, maintaining order in the province. I guess a lot of people of problems back there required force.
方言の欄もそうか。ああ、俺ももう少し早く生まれたかったな。そうしたら思いっきり暴れられたのに。
There was the Hogan Rebellion too. How I wished I was born a little earlier. I would have loved to fight in those battles.
代わってあげられたらよかったね。
Yes, I wish you could have taken my place as
だ
well.
がしかし夢でね。そんな昔のこと久しぶりに思い出したよ。
But meeting in dreams, it's been a long time since I thought of those days. He's thinking about
私
it.
たちこの力を持つ者にしかできない楽しいターム
It's like, I'm gonna meet her in her dreams. A little fun, a little game that only the ones like us could play. And she's like us. In the mountains. It'd been some time since I left Kyoto. The short, early days of spring had grown longer and longer with each passing day. Just make sure it's not a shared route. It does that to me. It is. Okay.
ようやっとここまで来ました。この旅ももうすぐ終わります。
Onward to 6. Jesus. This happened also in the other one.
シャナオようやく見つけた。
Chanel. Looks like I finally found you. What?
私の声が聞こえないのかい。こんなにもそなたを呼び続けているのに。
Can you hear me? I kept calling out to you. Who's there? I can't see your face. I'm still sleepy and...
悪女だね。私を忘れてしまったのかな。そんなこと。
How
決
cruel.
して許しはしない。
Have you forgotten me already? I'll never forgive you for that. What was that? I think I exchanged words with someone in my dream, but who? I rubbed my sleepy eyes, and the memory of the dream disappeared as I began to get dressed. Okay, just making sure. They also like to start like this. A few months after arriving in Hida Izumi. Hit! Not yet. Right, come on. Speed now. Slashing hard at the handle of Suganobu's spear, I sent the weapon flying out of his hand. Which he's gonna be such a great love interest. Oh, can't wait. I wanted to date him in this one. Like, look how pretty he is. I yield. And he's so loyal. It had been a few months since I arrived in Hida Izumi. I spent my days training with my sword and studying the art of war. Spending days working out in the sun and the nights reading to my heart's content. I felt like a small tree moved from a pot into the ground, finally able to spread my roots and grow.
さすがはシャナ王様。的確な状況判断とそれを生かす身のこなし。一朝一夕では得得できないものかと。
As expected, Lord Chanel, you judged my attacks and made the best of it. That's not a skill you can learn overnight. You're too kind. I still have a long way to go. When I spar with you, Suganobu, I can see just how inexperienced I am. Please continue to help me in my training. Let's work hard to grow strong together.
もちろんです。
Of course. What should we do for the rest of the day? Head back to the mansion and study or work on our swords play? A little more.
シャナ王様は本当に努力家ですね。平泉に来てからというもの、休むことなく修行に励んでいらっしゃる。
You're such a hard worker, Lord Chanel. Since arriving at Hida Izumi, you've improved your days. You're improving day in and day out. I guess it's because I never could have imagined living like this in Kyoto. I don't want my time in Hida Izumi to be meaningless. I want to improve myself as much as I can during this time. Since arriving at Kyoto-zumi, perhaps because I was so far from Kyoto, I had stopped thinking about Heike. Perhaps deep down, I was just trying not to think about them. I know I can't get distracted. Suginobu, have you heard any news from the capital lately? Even if it seems trivial, can you let me know?
そうですね。今日の都は相変わらず平家の天下のようです。
I have heard that the Kyoto is still under direct control of the Heike.
実は先日、それを示すかのような出来事が起こったと聞きました。
I heard some news recently that they seem to be confirmed just how in control they are. That doesn't sound like a good news.
はい。
Unfortunately, it's not.
後白河法皇様と関係の深い貴族や僧が獅子ヶ谷で平家政権を打倒する相談を以前から行っていたそうです。
A number of Emperor Go Shirakawa's closest allies were plotting to overthrow the Heike in a small village called Shishigatani.
それが密告により明らかとなり、首謀者たちはことごとく殺されるか島流しにあったと聞いております。
Unfortunately, the Heike were tipped off. I know about this
そ
already.
の処罰の仕方が何やら物議を醸しているようで。
Some controversy. That's what Tsukunobu said. Gave me a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Don't tell me, have the Heike interfered with the Emperor?
いえ、幸いご本人に害は及ばなかったそうですが、法皇様の側近が何人も。
I realize I'm struggling for no reason. I can just turn the plate the other direction. And then I can see the fries better. Unfortunately, Fortunately, no harm has come to him. I heard a number of his closest aides were impacted, though. His aides? That's almost as bad as punishing the Emperor himself. The Heike's unrestrained actions made my body tremble.
私たちもこの話を聞いたときはゾッといたしました。
We too were horrified when we heard. Have the Heike really grown so arrogant as to threat the imperial family? There's nothing we can do about it now. All we can do is train here and prepare for whatever comes next.
そのお心に感服いたします。それに引き換え、うちの愚帝は。
I admire your wise spirit. You're nothing like that idiot brother of mine.
ぼー
Ooh. Tadanobu, you haven't said a word. I almost forgot you were here. What's wrong? It's not like you to be so quiet.
病なのです。
I'm sick. You're sick? Do you need to lay down?
いえ、大層なものではありません。単なる恋煩いですから。
It's not a big deal. I'm just lovesick. Huh?
しかも忠信は、たちの悪いことにかなり惚れっぽいのです。
He's sick. I'm
今度は
confused.
一体どこの女人に恋したのか。
Tadanobu has this terrible habit of falling for anyone or anything that gives him a second glance. Who's it this time, Tadanobu? Tadanobu, are you okay?
シャラオ様、空はこんなに青かったのだな。
Chanel, do you ever notice how blue the sky is? What?
シャナ王様、大丈夫です。すべて無視してください。
Chanel, he's fine. Please ignore him. But as soon as I glance at Tadanobu again, his hand grabbed my sleeve.
なあ、シャナオ様、恋はいいものだろう、最高だろう。
Lord Chanel, isn't love a wonderful thing? Don't you agree?
シャナオ様は好きな子はいないのか。
Tell me, Lord Chanel, isn't there someone you love? No, not really, I guess.
そうなのか。
Really?
シャナオ様、それはかなりもったいない
What a
ぞ。好
waste.
きな子と言葉を交わし、手をつなぐ。そうやって過ごせればものすごく幸せなんだ。
All I want in this world, I truly desire is to hold hands with the woman I love. Is that so?
ああ、抱きしめて口づけできた日には、もう死んでもいいとすら思える。
Tadanobu, I think you can do it. To really hold her in my arms, to kiss her tenderly, I'll be willing to die if I could do that. Kiss?
なんだシャナオ様、まさか経験がないのか。
What, have you not had your first kiss?
忠信、
Tadanobu.
愚帝の無礼、 代わりにお詫びいたします。誠に申し訳ありません。
I'll have to excuse my foolish brother's rudeness. Allow me to apologize on his behalf. I'm very sorry. It's
シ
fine.
ャナ王様、顔色が悪いようです。どうされましたか？
Lord Chanel, you look pale. Is something wrong? No, nothing. Though I think I am getting a little tired. I think I'll go back and rest for a bit.
そうですか。では屋敷までお送りしましょう。
Shall I escort you back to the estate? I'll be fine. I'll see you tomorrow.
ちちシャナ王様どうしたんだ？
What's eating him?
お前が気持ち悪い話をしたからだろう。
You creeped him out, obviously.
え？
Huh? You gonna dream about him again? I rushed off so suddenly. I hope they didn't think I was acting strange. I felt a chill run down my entire body. The feeling of being kissed by Tomomori come rushing back to me. I bit my lip as hard as I could, trying to shake away the memory. I haven't thought back to that night for so long. As if to calm my mind, I slowly took a deep breath and closed my eyes. Don't get trapped. Don't let him get to you.
そなたはまだ逃げるのか？
I mean, he's gorgeous. It's okay. I won't run from my fate. Oh. That's why I came here. To this place, far away from Kyoto, to train, to get better and better every day. I have to continually look at myself and improve. A strong mind resides only in a strong body. Don't forget that. I remember these thoughts to myself over and over again. My mind and body calm. My worried thoughts almost disappeared. I surrendered myself to the drowsiness that wrapped around me like a warm blanket. I dreamed about that man. Where am I? This place looks familiar. This is Ogitogi. We came here when we left Kyoto. Then I heard it. The faint sound of someone moving through the wind. Is this a dream from back then? That's when I saw him, Tomomori. I hadn't seen him in a long time, and the vision of him was so vivid I found myself paralyzed. Tomomori? I couldn't speak well. My hands were shaking and my legs were weak. How pathetic. This is just a dream. Get a hold of yourself.
夢だと思うかい？
You think you're dreaming?
そなたは本当に釣れないね。ようやく私に気づいてくれたというのに、歌方の夢にしてしまうとは。
You're difficult. You know that? I went to all this trouble to find you, and you still won't let me into your dreams completely.
こうして会えたということは、やはりそなたはこちら側。さあ、おいで。
But the fact that we can meet like this means you really are one of us. Come now. As soon as Tomomori's hand reached out, I reflectively jumped backwards. You don't scare me. This is only a dream.
夢だと思うのなら、私に囚われてもいいのではないか。
If it's only a dream, then why don't you surrender yourself to me? Even in my dreams, you give me the creeps. I can't think straight when you're around. Even in my dreams, I don't want to think about this kind of thing.
あのような話とは一体何かな？
What kind of thing is that? Shut up! I don't want to be reminded of you or the hit gate. Now get out of my head.
ここでのそなたは今までの印象より少し感情的だね。まるで幼子のようだ。
I thought you'd be a bit more subdued if I came to you this way. You're as stubborn as a child
それだけ
sometimes.
普段抑制しているということだね。そういったそなたのけなげなところが私は嫌いではない。
I guess your mind is stronger than I thought. That's okay though. I don't mind a challenge. What? Tomomori's hand reached out to me, and before I knew it, I was wrapped up in his arms, incapable of getting away.
ああ、ようやく捕まえた。こうして再びこの腕に抱く日をどれだけ待ちわびただろうか。
Finally, how long have I waited to hold you in my arms again? Let go of me. Despite his soft smile, Tomomori's grasp on me grew stronger.
そう暴れないでおくれ。ずっと焦がれていたのだよ。願わくば、うつつでこうして抱きたいものだ。
I don't think he looks derpy. I think he looks seductive. I think she looks derpy. Could it be your eyes though? I don't know. I mean, you might be right. I don't know. I feel like sometimes the CGs just look like different people. It's kind of weird. No need to be rough. I've been looking forward to this moment for a long time. I can't wait to hold you like this again. Aww. From the angle, he looks derpy to you. I changed angles and she looked derpy, and I'm going like this. I'm like, let me lean. He looks okay from the left. I don't know. I want to touch your skin and comb your beautiful hair. I know. Next time we meet, I'll give you a coral hair ornament. What in the world are you talking about? This is a dream. Go away, loser. How cold. I came all the way here just to see you. I enjoyed consuming your spirit then. I was hoping you'd give me another taste. What are you talking about? Forgotten already? You really are heartless. Remember? You were trapped in my arms back then too. I don't want you to ever forget again. Perhaps this will jog your memory. His finger slid down my cheek and onto my chin. Then he lifted my face and brought his face closer to mine. Stop! And I wake up. Looks like you're still not ready. I'm afraid that'll have to do for today. Remember, Chanel, you will think of me again. I'll make sure of that. Shucks. Just a dream. I felt terribly sick and my heart pounded rapidly in my chest. The vivid tone of his voice was still ringing in my ears, even if it was just a dream. Of course it's just a dream. What else could it be? It could be nothing else.
ようやく会えたね、シャナオ。残念だが、続きは次の王政に取っておこう。
It was great seeing you again, Chanel. Too bad we'll have to save the rest of it for the next time we meet.
裏を返せば、平家は私のことを思い出させればいいのかな?
Conversely, maybe it's time I remind you of both the Heike and I. What does that mean?
待っておいで、シャナオ。近いうちにまた会おう。そのために、そなたの心に私を呼び戻してあげよう。
He loves her so much. Look at that. Wait for me, Chanel. I'll see you soon. Save your heart for me until then. Until the imperial court acted again in defiance of Kiyomori. By stripping the Heike of their land in Ichizen province, it was clear that the public's humiliation was organized as a show of strength by Emperor Shirakawa. When Kiyomori received the news, he was furious.
いかに法皇様といえども、このような横暴が許されてなるものか。
That bastard. I don't care if he's the emperor. He won't get away with this.
そもそも越前の所領は子々孫々まで続いて与えるという約束であったはず。それをこのように許せん。
It's almost like you guys are at war or something. That land was ours. It was given to us to leave to our descendants, and now the imperial court is taking it away.
法皇様が現在の地位を得たのは誰のおかげと心得ているのだ。
Hang on, just in case. This feels familiar. Good. I was right.
おや、 またこちらに来ていたの。
Also feels familiar, but it says it's new. Okay.
かい？
Back again, are you?
ねえ、父上に大事なお話があって。
Yes, I had something important to tell father.
どうせまた悪巧みでしょ。
Just some new evil scheme, eh?
人聞きの悪い重大なことよ。越前の国の所領の件、もちろん知っているでしょ。
How rude. I'm supposed you were referring to what happened in Echizen with those terrible traitors.
あなたたち平家の男が頼りにならないから、私が父上に助言をして差し上げただけ。
You Heke boys are so unreliable, so I merely gave our father some much needed advice to push him in the right direction.
早く後白河法皇様が祭りごとから退いてくださるよう、いろいろと考えているの。
As a result, I've been thinking about how to encourage Emperor Go-Shirakawa to step down from the throne.
へえ、ずいぶん物騒な話だ。それって陰性を停止させるってこと？
Trying to force out the emperor? Yikes, that's dangerous talk even for you.
実現したら、いよいよ平家がこの国一番の権力を持つことになるね。 If that were to happen, the Heike would be the most powerful force in the country.
そうしたらそなたの悲願が達成される。己の子を天皇に即位させるというね。
And that would clear the way for your son to take the throne just like you've always wanted.
私の悲願は父上の悲願。私はその願いをどうしても叶えたいの。
My desire stems only from father's longing. You know how long he's wanted to see one of ours in the imperial throne.
友森、あなたはいつも水を差すけれど、今回ばかりは邪魔しないでちょうだい。
Tomomori, you're always trying to get in the way. For once, don't interfere.
邪魔などとは心外
Quite
ね。
rude.
そんなことをした覚えはないのだけれど。
Quite rude of you to say that I'd interfere. I don't recall having ever done this in the past.
どうかしら。
I wonder.
本当だよ。少なくとも今の件は邪魔などせずに、むしろ支持しよう。
Quite the opposite. I support your decision.
え、兄上が後押しするなんて珍しい。
Not like you to play supportive older brother. Oh, am I older than her? I thought we were like the same age.
それほどの大掛かりな政変となれば、世に
Although
与
they
える
didn't
衝
really
撃は
state
さ
how
ぞか
much
し大きいだろ
difference
う
the ages are. I know he's older than him. A political change of that magnitude would have a huge impact on the world.
と遠く離れた地にまで響くほど。それは楽しみだ。
News of this would no doubt echo even to the furthest lands. That would be interesting. We know he only cares if it's interesting. Several months later. Just in case. Okay, just making sure. When I returned to my room after training, I sat on the floor and listened to the sound of birds chirping outside. Such a quiet and peaceful place this is. It's enough to make me forget that I was chased here. I can't forget that. I always have to be vigilant. I always have to keep watch. Remembering the meditation techniques I learned in Kuramidera, I slowly began breathing in and out.
おや、思い出さぬ。
I would also think of him, honestly. Not again. Ever since I had that dream, it's been unable to focus. I can't allow myself to get getting wrapped up in my thoughts like this. I've got to train even harder.
シャナ王様
Lord Chanel!
シャナ王様聞いてくれ。昨日気になっていた子に思いを伝えたら振られてしまった。
Lord Chanel, listen, yesterday I told him what I loved, my feelings, and she rejected me.
忠信、無遠慮に入るなど失礼だろう。
Tadanobu, it's not polite to enter without permission. Rejected? Are you okay?
全く大丈夫じゃない。
Not at all. Will you comfort me? I'm not sure what I can do.
本当か。さすがシャナ王様。ならば俺の先に付き合ってくれないか。
Really, my man, Lord Chanel. In that case, join me for a drink. That's a
忠信。
Tadanobu.
いい加減に。
Come on.
なんだ兄者
Back off,
シャナ
bro.
オ様がいいと言ってるんだからいいだろ
Lord Chanao said it's fine, so it's fine.
単に気遣ってくださっているだけだろう。
He was just
それより
being
もシャナオ
polite.
様、上等な茶葉が届いたのですが、いかがですか？
He was just being polite. Lord Chanao, I just got some beautiful new tea leaves delivered. Shall I share a cup?
実はすでに用意してきたのですが、忠信が先に入ってしまい。
Actually, I've already prepared it, but Tadanobu burst in here first. Wow, sounds great. Thank you. At these words, a servant who had been waiting outside appeared with a cup of tea on a tray. Shall we all drink together?
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. When I held the teacup to my nose and sipped gently, the fine aroma filled my nose and spread across my tongue. Delicious. What a wonderful
シャ
tea.
ナオ様のお気持ちが少しでも晴れたならよかった
I'm
です。
glad you're feeling a little better, Lord Chanao. What? I looked up at those two of them staring
シ
straight
ャ
at
ナオ
me.
様はいつも気を張っているからな休む間もなく修行をしているし少し心配だったんだ
You've been so tense lately, and you've been training without a break. I was starting to get a little
平
worried.
家の動向を心配されているのはわかります。ですが、たまにはこうして息抜きをしていただきたいのです。
I understand that you're worried about the Heke, but sometimes you need to take a break like this. Suganobu Tadanobu.
シャナオ様、
Don't worry.
ご安心ください。平泉の者は誰一人として
You're
あなた
safe
に
in
害をなす
Hiraizumi.
何よりこの地で平家に好き勝手などさせません。
Above all, we will not allow the
ここは都から
Heke
離
to
れた
do
地
as
で
they
すから、
please in this land.
その脅威も届くことはないでしょう。
The threat of the Heke will never arrive in reach this land.
ああさすがの平家も簡単には手が出せない好きなだけここにいてくれ俺たちが必ずお守りしよ
Absolutely no way could the Heke attack us here. You're free to stay as long as you'd like. We'll take care of you.
うそうだもしここから脱出しなきゃならなくなった時は宋へ逃げてみるのも面白い
And if we ever have to escape, we can all go to Song. All the way to So? When my eyes widened inquisitively, the two brothers looked at each other and
こ
laughed.
こなら航路の確保はできていますから。
Of course.
宋への旅もまた、シャナ王様の経験と成長を促すものになるでしょ
If you're interested, we could secure safe passage to So easily. I'm sure it would be a great experience for you. Going to So and such a thing even possible for me? Doing something like that would be so hard to imagine back when I lived in Kodama Temple. Since So is across the sea, I guess that would mean the Genji name isn't known there. Such a strange feeling, knowing I could go to a place where my name means nothing. There is so many possibilities I'd never considered before.
う。
Including marrying that man. Suddenly, Tomomori's words came back to me and shattered that illusion. Do I have to bear this for the rest of my life? I don't know. I think he's right. Is he also trapped by fate, this son of a bitch? I don't know. I wonder, does that mean Tomomori is trapped by his own fate too? The Heke have everything in the world. His situation's different than mine. Tomomori has no destiny to resist? Okay, I'm a bitch suddenly. Chanel? Sorry, I guess I just got caught up in my own thoughts. I do that sometimes. I have a thought and then I don't think about what's happening and that there's people here or that it's been like 2 hours and I'm just looking at TikTok videos. Anyways.
もし何か気になることがあるのなら、話していただけませんか?
Something bothering you? Would you mind telling me about it? You're really cute, and I would never want to impose on you.
私たちはこの地でシャナ王様をお守りすると誓った身です。
We're the ones that are sworn to protect you during your stay. I get that, and that's cool and all, but again, impositions,
ど
not
ん
my
な些
thing.
細なことでも不安に思うことはおっしゃってください。
If you have any
あなたに
concerns, no matter
憂いが
how
似合いません。
small, please tell them to this. A gloomy disposition does not suit you.
俺もシャナ
Are
王様は笑ってる方が可愛い
telling me
Yeah.
to smile?
いいと思うぞ
Lord Chanel looks super cute when you he smile. I mean, badass. He looks badass when he smiles. Did I look that upset?
それほどは。 ただ今の状況を考えれば思い悩むこともあるだろうと。
Not that much. You just look as though you've got something on your mind.
それで
What is it?
原因は何でしょう。もしや忠信がまた粗相でもしましたか。
Is Tadanobu bothering you? Should we ask him to leave?
そうそう俺が
Yeah, yeah. Hey!
なんで俺してないぞ。というかまたってなんだ。
Why'd you single me out? And why did you say again?
初めて会った際に切りかかっただろう。あれを粗相と言わずに何という。
You tried to kill him when we first met him, didn't you? That's not going to bother him. I don't know what will.
そういう兄者だってシャナオ様を女と間違えたじゃ
You
ないか。
mistook Lord Chanel as a woman.
ああ、確かにあれは失言だった。いくら気品ある端正なお姿だったとはいえ、誤認してしまっ
That
た己
was a
が
blunder,
恥
and
ず
I'm
かしい。
terribly embarrassed about it now, though can you blame me? Lord Chanel is so graceful.
あ、卑怯だぞ兄者。自分だけ塩らしくするなんて。
That's not fair. Why am I the only one being modest in here? I'd appreciate it if you could forget about that time, both of you. But I really am grateful to both of you, Suganobu. You're always trying to make my life easier, and Tadanobu, you always practice with me every day. And your bright personality warms my heart.
シャナオ様。そんな言葉をかけてくれるとは優
Lord
しい
Chanel,
な。
that's kind of you to say. My shoulders relaxed as Tadanobu gave me a big smile. Maybe I can't help but think about these things, but I really shouldn't let myself get wrapped up in them.
嗣信殿、忠信殿。
Suganobu, Tadanobu, it's terrible. Shingen, Benkei,
妙に慌てているようだが、
you both seem strangely flustered.
それが桃の作から九死が来ましてな。
A messenger just came from one of the castle walls.
九死？
A messenger? What did he say? The air, which had been rather peaceful, immediately became tense with
明
fear.
神峠に日立の佐竹義政が攻めてきたんだ。
Nyojin Toji was just attacked by Yoshimasa Satake of Hitachi.
佐竹氏が
Lord
まさか。
Satake? No way.
残念だが事実だ。二人には秀衡様から命を預かってきた。
Unfortunately, it's true. The two of you have been given orders by Lord Hidehira.
これから直ちに明神峠へ出立するようにと。
Hey, same, different. What the heck? You two are requested to leave for Myojin Togi immediately.
わかった。
Alright,
あれじゃ、俺は
brother,
支
let's
度にかかる
go.
ぞ。
Let's get ready.
シャナオ様、失礼する。
Excuse us, Lord Chanel. As I recall, Myojin Togi is on the border between Oshu and Kanto, right?
ええ、
Yes.
佐竹氏と奥州藤原氏はこれまでずっと均衡を保ってきました。なのになぜ
The Satake clan and the Oshu Fujiwara clan have always maintained peace, so why? Suganobu looks as though he's about to say something, but then he bites his tongue and pauses. Suganobu, is Lord Satake
平家と関係の深い武将です。
a warlord? Close relationship to the Heike family, yes. Then Suganobu replied with his eyes downcast. Shungen gulped heavily beside me. Several months after my arrival in here, Satake had moved to upset the peace that had been maintained until now. Could this just be a coincidence? Could it be completely unrelated? Or were the Heike family probing for weaknesses? My heart sank with an ominous feeling.
シャナオ様、
Lord
本日
Chanel,
はこれにて
if
失礼
you'll
を。
excuse us.
弟と共に桃の作へ参ります。
Brother and I are going to go examine the defensive walls. Suganobu, I'd like you to take me with you if possible. I'm in hiding from the Heike, and if this has anything to do with me, I'd like to be there.
ですが、
Yes, but
待てシャナ。平家の介入がなかった場合はどうする？その場にいれば戦うことになるかもしれない。
Shauna, what if this has nothing to do with you? You'd still have to fight if you went with them.
奥州藤原氏と佐竹氏の問題に源氏のお前が入ると事態は複雑になる。
It might complicate things if you, a Genji, interfere with a dispute between the Fujiwara and the Satake clan. I know, but If Hida Izumi was attacked because of me, I can't just stand idly by. Just to be sure, I want to go. I promise I won't be a burden. If Suginobu, to the Suginobu and the others.
殿が行くのであれば拙者も友をいたします。
If you're going, then I'll accompany you.
わかった。なら俺も行く。
I guess that means you can count on me too.
では堂々の旨は出立前に秀衡様へお伝えしましょ
In that case, we best inform Lord Hidehida that you will be joining us before we
う。
go.
秀衡様はシャナ王様のお気持ちを理解されているでしょうから、きっとお許しいただけるはず。
I'm sure Lord Hidehida understands how you feel, Lord Shinao, and I'm sure he'll allow you to join us. I hope so. All right, let's make preparations to leave as soon as we can. Look a little angry, actually. A few days later, Myojin Togi.
嗣信殿、忠信殿、お待ちしておりました。
Lord Tsurugonobu, Lord Tadanobu, we've been eagerly awaiting your arrival.
九死を受けて参った。
We
早
received
速
your
だが
message.
戦況の報告を。
What's the situation of the battle?
は
Status of the battle.
現在は膠着状態が続いており、偵察からの報告では向こうの動きもありません。
We're locked in a stalemate with the enemy, and our recon reports no new troops movements on their
気に
side.
なる点といえば、最初の襲撃を受けた際、佐竹軍が攻めきらずに退却していったことでしょうか。
One thing, when we began to push back, Satagi's forces retreated without a fight. Then they just fell back?
こちらの反撃に備えたんじゃないか。
You think they're preparing for a
その
counterattack?
可能性もありますが、
It's possible.
被害状況を見るとどうも妙で。
But it was odd to see the damage they had done in their initial
と
invasion.
りあえず攻め入ったという感じで、こちらを本気で落とすようにはとても思えなかったのです。
It was like they were attacking us for the time being, without any intention of trying to defeat us or take us down.
兄者、どう見る？
What do you think, brother?
まだ何とも言えないが、どうもきな臭いな。
I can't say for sure, but it smells fishy. What would be the point of aggravating the Fujiwara soldiers and then falling back?
下手にこちらから手を出す必要はない。様子を見て向こうの動きを。
There's no need for us to make any sudden movements. Let's watch what the other side said and...
報告いたします。佐竹氏に動きがありました。再びこち
My
らに
lord,
攻めてきております。
movement on the Sadatagi side. They're attacking us again.
何？あれじゃ。
What?
前に出るぞ。
Brother, let's go.
ああ、急ごう。
Right, let's move quickly. We're gonna go too. I'll hide behind you two so that they won't see me.
わかった。
Got it.
承知。
Understood.
あそこだ。
There they are.
我が名は欧州藤原氏が家臣佐藤三郎病へ継ぐ信。
My name
この
is
地への九州の報告を受け、
Suginobu Sato. I'm here on behalf of the Oshu Fujiwara clan from Hida Izumi.
同じく。我が名は欧州藤原氏が家臣佐藤四郎病へ忠信。このまま矛を収めるのであらば、相応の対応をさせていただく。
My name is Tadanobu Sato, and I too am here from Hida Izumi on behalf of the Oshu Fujiwara clan. The Sato army looked momentarily intimidated by the brothers' voices that echoed through the mountains.
なんだと。
But the shouts of Satei's troop came from all over, and the fight began even
く
fiercer.
そ。抑止力になるどころか、火に油を注いだようだな。
Looks like we added fuel to the fire instead of putting
仕
it
方が
out.
ない。忠信、応戦を。
No choice. Tadanobu, get ready to fight. Wait, I knew something was off. I feel like we should talk to him first. If we can get to the general, we can break the will of the other soldiers.
そうですね。
You're right.
大将を捕らえれば兵の士気も落ちるでしょう。そうできれば一番ですが。
If we can capture their general, we might be able to crush the morale of the other
な
soldiers.
らば俺たちも嗣信殿たちが大将を捕らえられるよう援護した方
In
が
that
いいだろ
case, we should cover Lord Suginobu and the
Tonarito.
others so that they can capture the general, in which case...
持ってきておいてよかった。お前のことだ。こんな状況じゃ見ているだけではいられないだろ。
I'm glad I brought this. I knew that you couldn't just stand by and watch in this as a situation like this.
これならば顔を見られずに済む。 準備が良いな、俊元。
Oh, that'll keep them from seeing his face. Nice thinking, Shungen. I guess this will we'll have to do things, Shungen.
あ、だが担ぎをかぶったとはいえ、目立った動きは極力避けるんだ。
This is just a katsugi. It won't keep you totally hidden, so try not to stand out too much. Move my other drink, since this one actually has condensation.
それか
Condensation.
ら、先の友森との戦いのような無茶は決してするな。
Of course, don't do anything reckless like you did with that fight with Tomomori. He kissed me! I assume. I won't, I promise.
よし、それじゃあ俺たちで佐竹軍を止めるぞ。あれじゃ。
Alright then, let's stop Sadake's army ourselves, right, brothers? Brother.
あ、
Right.
拙者は殿と共におそばでお守りいたします。
I am with you, my lord. We will protect you and stay by your side. Alright, let's go.
武君が欲しくばかかってこい。
You want a medal? Come and get it.
さすがは忠信殿。豪快で見事な立ち筋ですな。
Classic Lord Tadanobu, what a bold and impressive strike. You know what? I just realized I could put this here without catching it on fire. Maybe. Ooh, wait, maybe here? Wait. I'm cooking. I just had an idea because I saw this in my background. I'm cooking. Watch me not set this on fire. Oh, gorgeous. Ah, it's so cute. Okay. I just had that thought because it was sitting beside me. Anyways, classic Lord Tadanobu, what a bold and impressive strike.
なんだこいつ、獲物を軽々と振り回しやがって。
He's holding the weapon like it weighs
刃を向ける
nothing.
なら相応の覚悟をしていただこう。
If you're gonna hold that blade at me, you better be prepared for consequences. Get him. In an attempt to disperse the oncoming soldiers, I lunged forward with my sword from my place at Benkei's side.
こいつ。
Too slow.
気をつけろ。こいつも強いぞ。
Watch out, that one's strong too. Maybe it's because of all of the training I've been doing with Suganobu and Tadanobu, but I feel like I can see my opponent's movements before they make them. I think Tomomori was even better at doing that.
殿、さすがでございますな。
Well done, my
しか
lord.
しここは
Leave it this
拙者
to
に
me. I'm not here to be protected, you know?
無論
Of course,
殿の腕
you
の
don't have
強
to
さ
prove how
を
strong
こ
you
の
are
弁
to
慶は
me.
存じております。しかし目立つことはしないと俊元と訳されたはず
But you promised Shungen not to stand out. Yeah, but that didn't mean I'm not gonna fight. Alright.
それに周囲をご覧ください、殿。この戦い、
Look around, my
もうじき終
lord.
わるでしょ
The
う。
fight will be over soon. At Benkei's suggestion, I looked around and saw Suganobu cutting through a swat of men and heading straight for the general.
押し切ろうとするか。しかし力比べは力の強い者が勝つわけではない。
Trying to push me off. Remember, a content of strength is not always won by the strongest fighter.
力を使いこなす者が勝つのだ。
He who wields his power better will triumph. Suganobu suddenly relaxed his entire body and stepped to the side.
何？
The suddenness of Suganobu's movement made the general fall forward, tripping over himself.
この者を生け捕りにせよ。
Take this one alive.
くそ。おい、大撃だ。
Retreat, retreat.
逃げろ。
When they learned the general had been caught, the men of Satake's army scattered and fled.
おう、見事に引いていくぞ。シャナオ様の言った通りだ。
Look at them run, just like you said, Lord Chanel.
よし、ひとまずここを引き上げよう。
First things first, let's fall back with our prisoner.
さて、
Now,
なぜこちらを襲撃したのか。
tell me, why did you
訳をお聞か
attack
せ願お
us?
う。欧州藤原氏と佐竹氏は 長きにわたって均衡を保ってきた。
The Oshu, Fujiwara, and Satataki clan have been long at
それを
peace.
崩すことの意味は大きいとそちらも分かっておられるはず。
I'm certain you understand the significance of disputing that balance, yes?
それとも
And yet,
本気で欧州藤原氏とことを
you
構
went
え
ahead
る
and
おつ
caused
もりか。
problems with Oshu Fujiwara clan. Why?
我々とて欧州藤原氏とやり合いたいわけではない。
We have no interest in fighting with the Oshu Fujiwara clan. I accidentally hit auto, but like it's not autoing at all. A stifled voice leaked from the mouth of the
だっ
general.
たら
Then why?
我らは平家に組みする者。命を受けたならば背くわけにはいかぬ。
We're loyal to the Heike. If they ask us to do something, it's not like we can just ignore them.
平家から命を受けた。それは聞き捨てならない話だ。
You received your orders from the Heike? That's
つまり
outrageous.
平清盛からの直接の命だと。
Then this is a direct order from Kiyomori Taira?
違う。清盛様のご子息からの命令だ。
No, it was an order from Lord Kiyomori's son. His son?
その命というのは平泉を攻め滅ぼせというものだった
And
のだ。
his order was to attack and destroy Hida Azumi?
そちらの戦い方はどこか奇妙だった。一体何が目的だったのか。
We noticed there was a strange way you were fighting. You were advancing and then retreating. Why? After a moment of silence, the general sighed and opened his mouth
襲撃
reluctantly.
した事実があればよいと。
All we were ordered to do was stir up trouble. What?
それと捕まったらあるものを手渡せと。
Then if I was to be caught, I was to deliver something to you.
あるもの？
Deliver
捕ま
something?
ったらって、それじゃあ捕まるのを前提で攻めてきたのか。
You were ordered by the Heike to stage this whole thing so that you'd be captured?
何を考えてるんだ。捕まったら殺されてもおかしくはない。それをわざとだと。
What the hell were you thinking? You could have been killed, all for what? To deliver
無論
something?
そのような言葉100も承知。だが平家の命に逆らえば領地にいる者すべての命が
Don't
危
you
険
think I
にさら
know
される。
that? It was an order from Heike. We can't refuse
だから
them.
こうするしかなかっ
I
た。
had to do this.
たとえ己が捕まり殺されよう
I
とも
had to do this even if it meant being caught and killed.
他に選択肢などなかった。苦肉の策で
I tried to talk him out of this, but he told me this had to be this way.
そこまでして一体何を手渡せと。
If it's so important, then let's have a look. I'm going to untie you so you can show us. Sugunobu untied the rope and binding the general, and the man carefully took out a small wooden box from his pocket. Sugunobu took the box and opened it.
これは
This
なん
is
だ。どうし
what?
てこん
Why
なもの。
this? When everyone saw what was inside, their faces contorted in
これ
confusion.
は髪飾りか。
A hairpiece. Let me see that. What was in there was a bright red hair ornament made completely of red coral. Tomomori.
Tomomori だと。
Tomomori, what about him?
なぜそうだと思われるのです。もしや奴に何か言われておったの
Why
です
do you
か。
think that? Did he say something to you? I couldn't tell them. It sounded crazy, but what other explanation could there be? As I stammered, Tsukunobu closed in on the general.
こたびの件は友森の命なのか。一体どういう意味で渡せと言ったのだ。
This was Tomomori's order. What the hell does that even mean?
私は何も聞かされていない。
I don't know.
ただ命じられただけで。
I was just following orders.
どうやら本当に何も知らないみたいだな。それにしても平家の連中は何を考えているのかさっ
Seems like
ぱ
he
りわ
really
からん。
doesn't know anything. What are the Heike thinking?
髪飾りの理由はわからないが、友森が佐竹軍を使って平泉に揺さぶりをかけてきたのは事実だ。
I don't get the hair ornament, but it seems that Tomomori is using Sadake's army as to disrupt things in
揺
Hideazumi.
さぶり？
Disrupt?
知られているということだろう。シャナ王が平泉にいることを。
It seems they know Shanao is hiding in Hideazumi.
どうやらそのようだな。
It would certainly appear that way. I guess I can't I can be certain that Tomomori knows I'm here, but that hairpiece means
周囲を巻き込んでまでトロを捕らえようとするのか。そのためだけにこの
they're
ようなこ
trying
と
to
を。
upset the people around my lord to get them to give him up. Would they really go as far as this?
意思表示ということか。シャナオ様、自分を責めるなよ。
It's like he's taunting us. Whatever. Whatever, don't let it get to you.
ええ、あなたは何も悪くありません。
Yeah. You're not doing anything wrong. I couldn't bring myself to respond to everyone's words of encouragement. Tomomori told me he would give me a coral hairpiece in my dream. What in the hell is going on? That was just a dream. Why is this happening? And who or what is Tomomori? The chilly wind blew across my face and forced me to lower my eyes. Just thinking about Tomomori filled me with a sense of dread and horror. Oh, not lust? Oh, that's weird. That's awful, you poor thing. After that, we headed back from Myojin Togi to Hiraizumi.
嗣信、忠信、無事戻ったようだな。明神峠での務め、
Just
大義であった。
Tsukunobu Tadanobu, I'm glad to see that you're back safe and sound. Your work at Myojin Togi was very admirable.
ありがたきお言葉にございます。
Thank you for your kind words, my lord. Tsukunobu Tadanobu both bowed their heads low.
シャナオ殿、そなたにもご助力いただいたとか。礼
Chanel,
を言わなければ。
I must thank you as well. I hear you were a great help to us. It was nothing, sir.
何、謙遜は不要。そなたのことだ。平泉への知恵の気遣いから動いてくれ
No
たので
need to be
あろう。
modest. You fought to protect the people of Hiraizumi, did you not? It was nothing, really. After all the people of Hiraizumi have done for me, it's only natural that I should help them in return. And I dropped my gaze, remembering what the general from Sataki's army said after the battle. It was the Heike who forced him to attack. It was because they know I'm here. But how did Tomomori find out I was here? How could he know? He's so creepy. He's so creepy. Chanel. I heard Shigen's concerned voice from behind me and felt Benkei's gaze at me on me as well.
シャナオ様、私から秀衡様にご報告いたします。
Lord Chanel, allow me to report what we found out to Lord Hidehira. I'll do it. It's only right that he should hear it from me.
承知しました。
I understand.
うん。では聞こう。
Well then, let's hear it. Lord Hidehira, seated above us, locked his eyes down on me. According to the Sadake army general that we captured, the attack was ordered by Tomomori Taira. I then proceeded to explain the whole situation.
まさか平の友森が。
Unbelievable. Tomomori Taira is. The Sadake clan was forced to move against us, but forced to move against you by direct order from the eldest son of the Heike, Tomomori.
そうか。
I
揺
see.
さぶりを。
It
それ
was
にしても、
an attempt to
その
intimidate
髪
us
飾り
then.
の意味は一体どういうことなのだ？
What's the meaning of the hairpiece?
それが佐竹軍も何も聞かされておらず、私どもも全く見当がついていない状態
It
です。
appears not even the Sadake army knows the significance of it. We have no idea what it means. I wondered if I should tell them about the dream. But how on earth could I explain that? Tell them Tomomori came to me in my dreams? There's no way they'd believe me. Besides, it could all just be a coincidence. But deep down, I knew that wasn't true. I knew that there was something far more sinister going on with Tomomori.
そなたは本当に釣れないね。ようやく私に気づいてくれたというのに、歌方の夢にしてしまうとは。
You're difficult, you know that. I went to all this trouble to find you, and you still won't let me into your dreams completely.
だが、こうして会えたということは、やはりそなたはこちら側。
He kept saying I'm one of them, but that can't be true. I'm not like
それ
him.
にしても、平の友森か。
An order from Tomomori Taira. I would have never
国中
expected
に
a
名を
general
轟かす知将が
of his stature
ま
to
さ
do
かその
something like this.
父上、何を悠長なことを。
Stop
こ
being
れは
around the
シャナオ殿
bush.
が平泉にいると
You
すでに
know
兵器が掴ん
what
でいる
this
証。
means. The Heike know that Lord Shinao is here in
シャナ
Hida
オ殿が平泉にいるばかりにこのような事態が起きたのですよ。
Do you really think it's a coincidence that Shinao arrives and they decide to attack us? I'm sorry, this is all my fault. Not that I was careless, but still, I guess I underestimated Tomomori. I was naive to think that they would just let me live in Hida Azumi. Feeling embarrassed, I bowed to Lord Hirihira and the others. Lord Yashuhira is right. There is no excuse for this.
シャナオ殿
Lord Shinao, there is
頭を
no
上げなさ
need
い
for that. Lord Hirihira's clear voice came out to me through the tension in the air.
安平も何を言うかと思えばシャナオ殿を招いたのはこのわしだ。そなたはわしが間違っていると申すのか。
Think about what you're saying. Yashashira, Lord Shinao is my guest. I invited him here. Are you saying I made a mistake?
言い訳は無用。
I have
よも
no
や
need for
八
your
幡太郎
excuses.
義家様から続く恩を忘れたか。
Have you forgotten the debt of gratitude our family owes Yoshi Hachimata Taro?
忘れたわけではご
Of
ざいません。
course I haven't forgotten.
ですが、だからといって今回のことを簡単に流せはし
But
ない
that
でしょ
doesn't mean we can look past this.
それに、先日の今日からの報告、あれを聞いてこれ以上、源氏の人間を置いておくのは。
After the reports from Kyoto the other day, to leave any more Genji here would be
安平
Yashihiro. Lord Hirihira spoke up, interrupting his son. Reports from Kyoto, what's going on?
それは
It's Lord Hirihira, tell me. The air was heavy, and each person in the room breathed carefully so as not to break the silence. Lord Hirihira clenched his jaw and began to speak.
わかった。
Very well.
お話ししよう。
Let us discuss this.
先日京の都でこの国のありようを大きく変えるほどの一大事が起こったのだ。
The other day in the capital of Kyoto, a major event took place that will change the nature of this country. What Lord Hirihira told us was far more shocking than anything we had expected. It seemed that Kiyomori Taira raised an army in Kyoto and ousted 40 of Emperor Go-Shirakata's closest allies from the government. He then chased these men out of Kyoto and banished them to distant lands. On top of that, Kiyomori was replaced Emperor Go-Shirashi under house arrest and plans to instill his own grandson as emperor. Just who do the Heike think that they are? Repeating stuff, I know we are, but that doesn't mean. I find these jumps interesting. I want to understand them. Why isn't it like this? You know what I mean? Why like that? I think we're out of shares, though. I think it doesn't do any more shared ones. Interesting. Does their arrogance know no bounds?
この事件によって長らく行われていた院政も停止された。
The incident
あまり
has
にも
also
強引すぎる
disrupted
政治家よ。
the long-standing government in the capital. It's a political change that's far too aggressive. Lord Hirihira muttered with a stern expression and looked at me.
実はな、シャナオ殿。わしはこの話をすでに知らされていた。
Lord Shinao, I was made aware of this
あえて
previously,
そな
but
た
I
には
didn't want
伝
to
えな
tell
いでいた
you.
のだ。
What?
シャナオ殿はここで己の道を見つけようとひたむきに過ごしておる。
You've been dedicated to finding your own way here. I did not want to cause you any unnecessary worry or pressure. Lord Hirihira, I had no idea he cared that much.
だがもはやそうも言っておられぬ事態でしょ
Beyond that, there's nothing else we can say.
王様をも恐れぬ兵器がその勢いに任せて敵対する者すべてを排除しようとしているのかもしれない
The Heike have grown so powerful they no longer fear the Emperor, and they will destroy anyone who stands in their way.
敵対する者
Anyone
す
who
べて
stands in their way?
平家の旧来よりの宿敵といえば源氏であろう
Yes, even the remnants of the Genji.
安平
That's
いい
enough,
加減にするか
Yashihira. I'm the one who
シャ
decided to
ナ
take care
王
of
殿を
Lord
受け入れ
Shanao.
ると決めたのはわしだ
Are you
それを否
denying
定するというのか
that I have that right?
ですが父上
Father! I clenched my fist in my laps as I silently listened to the two of them talk.
シャナ王殿
Lord Shanao. Yes.
愚足の言うことは気にせずともよいそなたを招き入れる時点
You
で
don't need to worry about what this
こ
fool
たびのような事
says.
態が起こるのは想
When
定
I
しておった
invited you here, I was expecting something like this might occur.
ただ思っていたよりも早々に手を出
I'm
してきたことだ
only
けは
surprised
意
they
外だっ
acted
た
so
が
quickly.
平家はシャナ王殿の存在がよほど気にかかるのであろう
The
な
Heike must be very concerned about your presence here. Lord Hirihira, As I opened my mouth to speak, Lord Hirihira held up his hand and stopped me from saying another word.
初めてこの部屋で会うた時
Do you
わ
remember
し
what
が
I
言っ
had
た
said
こ
to you
と
when we
を
first
覚え
met?
ここに平家の力が及ぶことはない
The
藤原
power
家
of the
は
Heike will never
こ
reach
の
you
程度の
here.
ことで倒れはせぬ
The will of the Fujiwara clan will not be broken by something like that.
わしは生々な気持ちでそなたを受け入れたわけではないのだ
I did not take you in
安
half-heartedly.
心するがよい
You can be rest assured, Lord Hirihira.
こたびのことは気に病まず今まで通り平泉で過ごしなさいよいな
Do not concern yourself with the matter and continue to live in Hida Azumi as you have so far, understood?
安平も分かったな
That goes for you as oh gosh, that goes for you as well, Yashihira. Do as
ど
you
うなっても
wish,
知り
you little bitch. Lord Hirihira's frank, warm, and generous words filled me with gratitude, and at the same time, I felt my stomach contort with anxiety. Is it really alright for me to stay here like this? Am I not just a burden on this family? A lukewarm breeze caressed my cheek. Is this like Biwa? Oh no, not again.
また会えたね、シャナオ。私からの贈り物は受け取ってくれたか
Nice to see you again, Chanel. I trust you received my gift.
なそう睨まないでおくれ。お気に召さなかったようだね。サンゴよりも
Don't give me
金や
that
銀の方が
look.
良かった
Was it not to your liking? Would you gold or silver have been better? I don't care about that. I knew it was you. Then again, oh gosh, I knew it was you. This isn't a dream. Why the hell? What the hell's going on? I can speak. Did you think you were dreaming? This is a dream. Why are you able to talk to me like this? How is this even possible? Just what the hell are you?
何者だろうね。
Yes, what indeed? Tomomori's eyes narrowed.
だがそれはそなたも同じだろう。そなた自身が知らないだけで
The same could be said to you,
私と
could it not? Just how are you able to talk to me like this? Perhaps you're just like me. There's no way. I am the youngest son of the Genji. I was raised in Kurama Temple. I am nothing like you filthy Heike.
本当にそう思うのかい
Oh.
そなたにはそなた自身も知らない秘密があるのかもしれない
How can you be so sure? As I told you before, I believe you have many secrets. Some that even you aren't aware of yet.
シャナオそなたはいつまでそこにいるつもりかな
Tell me, Chanel, just how long are you planning on staying here?
私はいつまでも待つよ
I'll wait as long as I have to.
ただ綺麗なだけのそなたには興味
It's not just your beauty that I'm attracted to
もっ
after
と
all.
もっと傷だらけになってほしいその方がそなたの美しさが際立つから
What I really want to see is you bruised and scarred. Then your beauty will shine through. What a psycho. What are you saying?
だからシャナオ私はそなたがそこにいる限り兵を次々に送り込んであげ
I'll continue to send troops after you. Peace does not suit you.
ボロボロに傷つきながら血まみれで戦う姿はさぞかし美しいだろうね。ああ、でもあまりやりすぎないよう気をつけるよ。
How I wish to see you scarred and bloody, drenched with sweat and mud from battle. I know I can't overdo it.
そなたが涙をこぼすのは私の腕の中だけにしたいからね。
When you spill your tears, I want you to find yourself in my arms and mine alone. A chill ran through my body as if I had been shoved in freezing water. This man is absolutely crazy. I desperately want to believe this is a dream, but what if he really sends troops again?
それから今日の話も聞いているかな。治療浅い父上と妹が画策してね。大それたことをやってのけた。
I suppose you heard what happened in Kyoto. My father and sister pulled off something really big. You mean about the imprisonment of the emperor?
ああ、やはり届いていたんだね。
So you've heard.
さすがの父上もやりすぎた。
Yes, perhaps father has gone too far this time.
とこのままでは済まない。シャナオ、少しは楽しいようになるといいね。
I'm sure we won't get away with it this time. Hopefully whatever comes next is a bit more pleasant. Don't you agree, Chanel? Why do you sound so happy about it? You're a Heike. They'll be coming for you too.
ああ、そうだね。それで兵が滅びるならそれもまた宿命。だがシャナオ、そなたも人事では済まないのではない。
I suppose that's correct, but if the Heike are meant to be destroyed, then that is our fate. You'd understand, don't you, Chanel?
兵家を窮地に追い
After
詰める
all,
者がいるとしたら、それは
if there's anyone who can overthrow Heike, it'll be the Genji, right?
宿命から逃げないと言ったそなたはその時どうするのだろう。
You said you're not. Oh gosh, you will not run from fate.
楽しみに。
So what then?
シャナオ、そなたが逃げずに私の前にやってくるの。
I look forward to seeing you, Chanel, when you come chasing after me instead of the other way
そ
around.
してその時は私と兵器
And when that time comes, the Heike and I will. Tomomori. Tomomori's words echoed in my head. That man is serious. If he was willing to use Sadake's army just to deliver a coral hairpiece, then he'll continue coming after Hide Azumi again and again. Oh, kind of popped. My neck kind of popped when I did that. After the battle and hearing the words from Lord Hirihira, my mind was made up. I would not cause any more trouble to the Hide Azumi and those who had been so kind to me. I spent several days preparing to leave Hide Azumi, but then an unexpected visitor arrived. A person claiming to be an emissary of my brother, Yoritomo Minamoto, came from the Kanto region, hoping to speak to Lord Shanao. When we received this news from Lord Hirihira, we rushed to his estate.
俺、佐々木高津なっています。近江の源氏、佐
My
々木家
name
の息子で、
is
今は頼朝様
Takatsune
の部下をやってます
Sasaki, part of the Omi Genji, son of the Sasaki family, and now a vassal of Lord Yoritomo.
頼朝様の命令で、弟君のシャナオ様にお会いするために来ました。
By order of Lord Yoritomo, I am here to see his brother, Lord Shanao. All eyes in the hall were focused on the boy who called himself Takatsune, yet he spoke without a hint of nervousness. Lord Takatsune, is that right?
高津なでいいよ、シャナオ様。あなたは俺が仕える方の弟とお
Oh,
会い
we
でき
did this. We did this. Wait, we did this. Can I skip it? I know we've had this conversation multiple times at this point. Seemed distant from this place, even though we never met him. Quite friendly, yada
その
yada.
源氏の嫡男、源頼朝。このところ、平家の王
We're not doing this. On top of that, I heard that Hide imprisoned Emperor Goshiyoshi in house
So,
arrest.
自分の孫を天皇に据え
Tends
た
to
り
a
して、
3-year-old grandson. We're not doing this. We've already gone through all
残念
this.
ながら計画は平家に発覚して、
They were
けど、
defeated.
今は各地で戦う。
My brother finally is ready. I was surprised. Alright. Something,
その通り、
something. Here
シャ
to
ナオ俺たちと
join.
一緒に
We're gonna find.
シャナ王と源氏として
Prepare to
そなたの
fight. Arrogance and
そなたはその名
fate is calling me, and I swore on that day that I would not run from it. I will face down my destiny and cut my own path.
宿命から楽しみに待っている。
Just like destiny, I know that man will follow me wherever. In that case, I can't run from either. I have to stand up and face it, and face Tomomori. Oh, what have I done? Nope, that was the right one. I just didn't lean back far enough. I see. Once I had made up my mind, I felt the tension, anxiety with me disappear. I leaned too far forward. Oh no. This is like a awful game I play with this chair. I definitely need to change my chair at some point. I've been debating just taking one from my living room, but most of the ones in my living room are not swivel chairs, and I need a swivel because I can't just slide into this area otherwise. We'll see. Once I had made up my mind, I felt the tension, anxiety with me disappear. Hirihira, I will not run from my destiny. I will stand confidently. As Genji's youngest son, I, Shanao, will fight at my brother's side. Shanao, I'm sorry, Shungen, but this is what I have to do. I have to stand up against the Heike.
いや、いいんだ。お前の気持ちは痛いほど
I'm
わかる。
painfully aware of how you feel about this, and I'm also painfully aware that you fucking sucked in the last game, so just keep that in mind, that I'm holding you like this far away right now, because I'm not sure where you're going to land at the end of all of this if you continue to be a pain in my ass.
俺はどこまでもお
I'll
前
go
と
with you. I
拙者も
know.
殿に
I'll follow you. I know.
お前がどんな道を選ぼうといつでもついていけるように。だか
I'll
ら
follow you
申し
wherever you
訳なく
go.
思う
There's
必
no
要
need to worry. Alright, thanks. That settles it. We'll continue. Count on me.
秀平様
And then I had a
どこの次の部
request.
も
I'm not doing it. We aren't in the same
何を
shit.
言い出すすぐのぶ
You're just a little
少
bitch.
し黙っておる。お前たちはかねてからシャナ王殿に懐いておったからな。
ありがとうございます。
Alright.
安平、そう景色ばむな。二人のことを理解していれば、愛に願い出たものでないとわかる。
It's not an easy
これ
request.
は
I'm gonna blow you
相
out
応
only
の
because
覚
you're
悟があってこそ。
crackling so much. That's all I can
そし
hear.
て、シャナ王殿の人
I keep
族
looking
が
over there getting
そうさせたの
confused.
だ。
It only had an hour more right before I had to blow it out anyways. 4 hours limits. I'm following the rules on the box. They did so because they were determined to aid Lord Shanao. It was his virtuous nature that gave them such determination.
二人が彼に付き従いたいという思いを。
I can't impend
Shanao
them.
殿。
Please take good care of. Wait, did he say Suganobu again? Just Suganobu? Oh, no, he said Tadanobu this time too. Last time he didn't. He just said Suganobu, which I was like, bet, I get it. The unexpected turn of events left me at a loss for words. The Sato brothers have deep roots in Hira Azumi. By joining me, it's possible that they might never see this place again. And yet they would do this for me? For me? It's like when a boy has a crush on you. It's like, oh my god, thanks. I turned to face them. My eyes met their determined
よろしくお
gazes.
願いいたします。シャナ王様。
We look forward to serving you, Lord Chanel.
俺たちを存分に使ってくれ
We hope to be great use to you. There was not a hint of hesitation in their eyes. I was struck by their gaze, and I felt my face tighten into a smile. Thank you both. I look forward to fighting alongside you. As I turned to face forward, I could feel Shungen, Benkei, Sukanobu, Tadanobu focusing upon me. I will live up to their expectations. I must. This is why I must commit myself wholly to my brother and his war. Gosh, this is where I'm going to change my name and think
平家の
about this
男であ
hot
る
guy.
私が源氏の
I will not lose. I will not show him weakness. I will not allow myself to be married off against my will. I'm a samurai, and I will fight as one, as the leader of the leaders of the Genji. Lord Hirihira, I have a favor. Oh, and now he's going to do my Genpaku, and then...
この
Yeah, I'll accept. I put my hand on the floor. The next day we did it. And then he names me...
さて、
Yoshitsune, and then he's like, you're the ninth child, you're gonna be Kuramoto
Sayo.
Yoshitsune. Yeah. If you've been here for any of the other routes, this is all information that has happened before, and I don't know why it's not I mean, I guess because it's chapter 7 or something, but like, honestly, we should be able to skip it. This is all stuff that has happened before. It's just not listed under shared route, thus it's not letting us skip it. I chose your news name. Be strong. Thanks. Someday I shall find a way to repay you for all you have done. I will stop the tyranny. I will not give in to Tomomori. I will not be carried away by fate. I will carve my own destiny with my own 2 hands. My body trembled slightly, not with fear, but with elation at the thought of what I was setting out to do. And in doing all those things, I will be able to protect Hida Azumi. Feeling everyone's eyes on me, I bowed. Please know that I will never forget the kindness and favor you have shown me. I promise I will live up to the name of the Lord Hida has given me. My lord. As I walked down the hallway to return to my room, both Benkei and Shungen came up behind me. Congratulations on completing the Genpaku ceremony. You look so determined. Remember, whatever happens, we'll be by your side. Thanks, Shungen. And thanks to you too, Benkei. Even though this is just a name change, I feel like my mindset has completely changed. You look more determined than ever. The name Lord Hidehide has given me is filled with important meaning, and I can't help but feel determined. All we have to do is finish getting ready, and we can leave. I finished packing long before your ceremony. I'm ready to leave whenever you are. You two sure on top of things. We're not the only ones. It seems Lord Tsukunobu and his brother have finished packing, have gone to check on the horses. Apparently Lord Takatsune is itching to get going soon. He's already waiting at the gate. I see. In that case, we better hurry. I could smell the greenery from the garden. Hida Izumi truly is a beautiful place. I'll never forget the days I spent freely in this land. Inhaling deeply, I looked up. Let's head out. My brother is waiting. And then we ran. And we ran. Kyoto, is he dead? No, he's alive. That ungrateful bastard. Every day a new report, and every day father gets more upset. Of course he's upset. It's been literally over a month since Yoatomi raised his army, and he's got nearly as many troops as we do. And I heard his numbers keep increasing. Pretty impressive for an exile, don't you think?
頼朝はまだ子供だからと母上池の善美殿の嘆願で殺すのをやめたが
When that brat was just a child, I spared him at the behest of my cursed stepmother, Aikeno Zeni.
やはりあの時殺しておくべきだったのだ
I knew I should have killed that boy when I had a chance.
サナオもそうじゃ鞍馬寺にいさせてやったというのにその大恩を忘れ立てつく態度を取りよった
That Shinao too. I should have plucked them right out of Kodama, and strung them both up.
兄弟揃っていまいましきことこの上ない
An abomination, those two rats, filthy, stinking rats.
行方不明のシャナ王がこれで頼朝に加勢でもしてみよう
First Shinao and now this. No doubt he's gone to join his brother's army. I won't allow this. Don't be afraid of Yoritomo. All we have to do is strike back. We'll organize quickly and strike. A swift defeat should take the wind out of his sails. Not sure if it's Prince Mochihito's decree or what, but this notion that the Heike can be destroyed, we've got to crush it quickly. Leave it to me. I'll take down the rebels and we can be done with this soon enough. I'd like to join you. It'd be the perfect opportunity to go wild.
ねえ父上、乗りと一緒に戦に行ってもいいでしょ？
Father, you don't mind if I go and fight with Noritsune, do you?
兄上、源義仲の方も忘れてはなりませぬぞ。そちらも基礎で挙兵し、今日を目指しております。
Brother, don't forget about
ここは二手に分かれて
Yoshinaka
兵を
Minamoto.
出すべきかと。
He too raised an army in Kiso and is aiming for Kyoto.
チョコザイな源氏の小っぱどもめ、まとめて片付けてくれるわ。
This Genji scum. I'll do what I should have done last time and killed a lot of them.
よいかノリツネ、
Understood?
お主は基礎じゃ。大将と
Noritsune,
して軍を率い、
you're
義
on
仲を撃ってこ
the
い。
Kiso forces. Go lead an army to defeat Yoshinaka.
はっ。
Yes, sir.
じゃあ俺は頼朝の方？
I guess that means I'm on Yoritomo duty?
父上、そ
Father,
の戦、
I
私
too
も参りたいのですが。
would like to join my,
よろしいですか？
my brother if that's alright.
え？
Brother,
兄上が戦
you
に？
wanna fight?
一体どういうつもりだ？お前が志願するな
Just
ど。
what are you planning? It's not like you to volunteer.
確かにここ何年も戦いは辞退してばかりだったから、そう思われるのも仕方ないかな。
You're right, I've been declining to fight for years now. Can't blame you for thinking I've got ulterior
た
motive.
だ、父上のお怒りもわかるからね。こたびの戦で源氏を根絶やしにするなら、私も出るべきだと思っただけだよ。
But seeing father's anger, I can't help but think if we're going to eradicate the Genji, I should be there to help.
俺は大賛成。兄上がいれば戦がもっと楽しくなるし、
Works
戦
for
力も一
me.
気に上がる。
Fighting alongside you would be fun. Plus, our strength will be through the roof.
父上、いかがですか？
What do you think, father?
よかろう。
Very
お
well.
主らに討
I'll leave
伐
the
の命
destruction
を
of the
下
two
す。
to you.
友森、重衡と共に軍を率いて、逆賊の頼朝軍を撃て。
Tomomori leading an army with Shigehira to defeat the renegade Yoritomo and his army.
謹んで拝命いたします。
It would be my great honor,
任
father.
せてよ父上。
You got it.
それでは支度がございますので、午前を失礼いたします。
If you'll excuse me, I have some preparations to make.
本当に珍しいよね。兄上が戦に出ようとするなんて。
What a surprise! I can't believe my brother really wanted to go to war.
友森はいつもひょうひょうとしてるというか、叔父上の怒りに感化されるとは思わなかった。
Tomomori is always so aloof. I can't believe your father's anger really inspired him to action.
父上？
Father,
友森は戦いだろうとなんだろうと熱くなることはない。則常の言う通り、
Tomomori's
冷
never
めた
been
男
passionate
じゃ
about anything, let alone war. Noritsune's right, he's aloof.
そう、執着という言葉ほどあの者に遠いものはなかった。
Desire, obsession, those are words I would never have used to describe my son.
なかったとは？
But what?
先ほどの友森の表情を見なかったのか？あのような目、
Didn't
初
you
め
see
て
the look
見
in
たわ。
Tomomori's eyes just now? I've never seen him look like that
あれ
before.
は獲物を狙う目じゃ。理由はわからぬが、戦場でもさ
Those
ぞ
are the
や暴れ
eyes
て
of a
くれるだろ
predator.
う
I
て。
can't explain it, but I know he'll be extremely effective on the battlefield.
これは結果が楽しみじゃな。
I can't wait to see what he will do. Nothing if we're lucky, right? Right? He'll be fine. He'll be a good boy.
頼朝の軍はこちらに向かっている。シャナオ、そなたは兄の挙兵を聞きつけ、平泉を出ただろうか。
So Yoritomo army is heading this way. Chanel, have you left Hiraizumi to join your brother's army?
運命を切り開くとそなたは言った。ならばこの木を決して逃しはしないはず。
You said you intend to carve out your own destiny. In that case, you wouldn't want to miss this opportunity, would you?
どうやら私は思う以上にそなたに会うのを
My
待ちわびている
anticipation of seeing you again is even greater than I expected it would be.
兄上！
Brother,
何か用かな？
what can I do
重衡
for you, Shigehira?
戦、常政も参陣することになったみたいだよ。面倒だから大将は常政に任せよう。
It looks like Mesa is going to be joining us. Arguing with him is a pain, so how about we just leave the decision to him?
早速軍議をするから兄上を呼んでこいって言われたんだけど。
Speaking of
ここで何してた
which,
の？
I was told to come get you for the military meeting. Just what are you doing out here?
準備を始めれば考え事もなかなかできないからね。
Once you start preparations, it can be difficult to think, you know?
はは、策を練っていたってことか。
What do you have up your sleeve, brother?
父上
Father
も言
was
ってたけ
right.
ど、
You really are looking
本当
forward
に
to
兄上
this.
はこの戦が楽しみなんだ。
おや、
Oh,
父上はそんなことを言って
is
いた
that
のか
what he said?
すっかり機嫌も治ってたよ。ま、俺も兄上と戦えるなんて久しぶりだから、待ち遠しいのは同じだけど。
He has a great mood. As for me, I'm just happy to be fighting alongside you again. How long has it been?
重平、そなたは戦が楽しいのか？
Chikahira, do you enjoy fighting?
当然。生きるか死ぬかの応酬って、苦しいほど刹那的で甘美でしょ。
Of course, living on the knife's edge between life and death is a sensation so sweet it's enough to drive one mad.
花を散らすように人の命を摘む瞬間。あれがたまらないんだよね。
And that moment, you steal the life of another. It's when you watch all their future, as their future is scattered to the wind. It's
そう
exhilarating.
か。私はそなたのそういう思考が嫌いじゃないよ。
I see. I'm not opposed to that sort of thinking on your part.
うわ、兄上に褒められちゃった。
So rare to be complimented by my
私
brother.
に褒められるのがそんなに嬉しいかい？ああ。でも重平、そなたには夢のことを思い出させてもらってよかったよ。
Are you happy to be complimented by me? Yes, Chikahira. How glad I am. You reminded me of our dreams.
夢？
Dreams?
夢ってあの子供の頃遊んでたやつ？
You mean the games you played as a kid?
二人とも大事な時にこんなところで何をしているの？
What are you two doing staying around here at such an important moment?
姉上。
Sister.
ちょうど兄上を呼びに来たところだよ。ちょっと夢の話に脱線しちゃったけど。
I just came out here to get our brother, but I guess we did get a bit I did get a bit distracted.
姉上ともよく遊んでたやつ。
Speaking of which, you used to play in our dreams too, remember?
一体何を言っているのだか。そんなくだらないことを話している暇なんてないでしょ？
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Besides, you don't really have the time to be talking about such nonsense,
こ
do
たび
you?
の戦い、負けたらどうなるか分かっていないようね。
I don't think you quite grasp what will happen if we lose this
父上に
battle.
逆らい、我が子の帝位を脅かすなら、誰であっても許さないわ。
I won't allow anyone to defy our father and threaten my child's rightful place on the imperial throne.
はいはい、分かってるって。
Yeah, I get it, I get it.
姉上もこんなにしょっちゅうこっちに帰ってこなくていいのに。
You don't have to come back and rub it in so
父
often.
上を支えられるのは私だけよ。あ
I'm
な
the
たた
only
ち
one
も
father can truly
も
rely
っとしっ
on.
かりしてちょうだい。
You two need to get your heads on straight.
まったく姉上ってば本当にうるさいな。昔はもっと優しかっ
What's
たの
with
に。
her? She used to be so much kinder.
そうだね。
Yes,
せっ
indeed.
かく兄上がやる気なんだから、水を差さないでもらいたいな。それで兄上
You
は
already said you were going to
どうし
help.
てやる気なの？
Why did she have to come here and spoil the mood anyway? Why are you really doing this?
そなたはどう見ているの？
Why do you think?
そうだな。兄上が珍しく戦に出る。ならばその相手、源氏に原因があるはず。
You're normally so hesitant to go to war, so maybe it has something to do with the fact that we're fighting the Genji?
お、まさかシャナ王も出てくるって考えていたりする？
Don't tell me it has something to do with Chanel.
いい推察だね。
Not a bad guess.
ああ、当たってたか。兄上も重篤だな。
That's it, isn't it? You really are crazy, brother.
彼女が覚悟を決め、こちらに向かってきているのだとしたら。
If she's made up her mind, that means she's already on her way here.
シャナオ、そなたに平穏な場所など似つかわしくない。
Chanel, you do not deserve a place of
こちらへ
peace.
戻ってきなさい。 そなたは地獄のような修羅の道を歩んでこそ美しくなる。
I will bring you here and I'll make you walk along the path to hell. How beautiful you will be then. Aw.
重平、戻るよ。早く逆賊を撃ちに行かないとね。
Let us return, Shikihira. We have to put down these pesky rebels as soon as possible. Chapter 8. What did I do? A few days later in Kanto, we drove our horses for many miles and finally entered Kanto region of
シャナ
Oshu.
オどうする？馬を休ませるか？
What do you think, Chanel? Should we rest the horses? Oh, I suppose
そ
so.
れだったらあと2里行った先に馬も休憩できるちょうどいい場所があるよ。
I feel like this is a scene we already seen before too, where she smiles and all the guys get like fall in love with her. In that case, I know a good place a few miles down the road, plenty of space for the horses to get some rest. Takatsune, who had been leading us this far, called back lightly. All right, let's head there then.
はあ、助かった。さっきから腹が減って仕方がなかったんだ。
Finally, I've been starving for some time now.
そういえば休んだ近くで買ったマクワウリ冷たくて美味しかったな。来る途中で食べたんだよね。
Those melons we ate at the last place were so delicious, cool and refreshing. Too bad we ate them all,
あ
huh?
あ、言わないでくれ。余計に腹が減ってくる。
Please stop talking about food.
忠信、もう少し緊張感を持ちなさい。
Tadanobu, can you please at least act your age? I heard Tsukanobu's voice laced with exasperation and I chuckled.
先方より何者かが。
Someone's approaching ahead.
ん？ああ、安心して。
Don't
あれは
worry,
頼朝
that's
様の
Lord
使いだ
Yoritomo's
よ。
messenger, my brother. They galloped forward, we quickly followed suit. They're gonna tell us that, hey, we actually had a move. Lord Chanao, I presume. That's correct, though I've since changed from my childhood name to Yoshitsune Kura Minamoto.
失礼しました。頼朝様からのご伝言です。
Sent an army, we learned, we went to intercept.
まだそんなには進んでいないよ
But
うで
not
す。
that far
頼
ahead
朝
then.
殿のもとに兵は集まり出しているのか？
What about the size of his army? Are there any factions joining under Lord Yoritomo?
三浦義澄殿を棟梁とする三浦の党をはじめ、上総介広常殿、千葉常胤
Yoshizumi
殿の一族、
Maeda,
3万ほどになっております。
Hirosune Kazusa, and Sunatani Chiba have all joined. We estimate our forces to be 30,000 strong. 30,000? My brothers raised such a large
平家の動
army.
きはどうなんだ。
What the Heike movement?
私がこちらへ向かう直前に
The
得た
latest
情報
report
では、
I've heard indicated that
駿河の国
Heike
へ入
have
ったと聞い
reached
ております。
Surugano Kuni.
駿河ですか。そうすると、両軍がぶつかる地点は。
Asking a question real quick so I don't stay up too late. I'm planning on this to most likely be my last chapter because I did say I wanted to get to chapter 8, which means would be 9, 10, 11, 12 in my next stream. That seems like a good amount. I think I should be able to finish him in the next route. Stream, not route. The point where the two armies meet is Suruga,
頼
is
朝
that
様
right?
は藤川あたりになるので、
Fuji
義経殿の一行の到着時。
River, might da-da-da.
着いた早々に平家と剣を交え、
I'm skipping stuff that we've already done. This has happened so many times now. Who's the one leading the
平常常政
army?
と聞いています。
Tsunamasa, yeah.
平家の武将。
So many
友森
generals.
って平家きっての知将だって言うけど、ここ最近は全く戦に出てなか
They
った
say
よね。
Tomomori is one of Heike's greatest generals, but he's hardly ever fight anymore. Is that
友
right?
森が出てくるということは、平家が頼朝様の討伐にそれだけ本気を出しているということだろう。
If Tomomori is coming out, then that means that the Heike are serious about defeating Lord Yoritomo.
本気ということならば、こちらも負けてはお
All
ら
the
れ。
more reason we can't afford to lose. Tomomori is looking like you and I will be fighting sooner than I thought. I hadn't seen Tomomori in my dreams since we left Hide Izumi. Why is he doing this? I just don't understand.
So.
He thinks you're cute, bro. It took everything I had to escape Kyoto, even though I'd been training hard since then. I can't say for sure that I will be a match for Tomomori. And Tomomori's goal isn't to kill me, it's to marry me. Just what is he planning to do here? Well, are you okay? What? You're looking a little pale, girl. I'm fine. I'm just thinking about the battle ahead. She better get kidnapped. That's the only thing I can imagine. If you say so, just let me know if you need anything. Right. Thanks, Shungen. Thanks, guy. At Shungen's words, my nervous heart began to calm down a little. I've got to toughen up. I can't let Tomomori get to me. No matter how scary things get, I won't run away. This is what I've been training for. I loosened my nervous grip on the horse's reins. The time I spent training in Hide Izumi was not in vain. It's time to show Tomomori what I am capable of. Thank you for relaying my brother's message. Please inform them that we will be on our way shortly. Yes, sir. After bowing, the messenger mounted his horse and rode off. Looks like we'll have to hold off on the break. We better hurry. I want to catch up with my brother before the battle begins. With a light kick of the horse's side, I began to gallop down the path. A cloud of dust soared behind us as we rode. Dun, 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 dun. Looks like we managed to make it before the start of the battle. And yeah. Yoritomo's army is quite large, perhaps even as large or larger than the Heike side. We all probably shared the same thought, judging from their shocked faces back at camp. It's true, there weren't nearly this many when I left for Hide Izumi. Is that so?
頼朝様は最近まで蟄居していたでしょ。初めは本当に少数だったんだ。
Lord Yoritomi has been in Chikoyo in his estate until recently. In the beginning, there was only a few of us.
死者も言っていたが、頼朝殿の意に賛同し、合流する者が増えているのだろうな。
As the messenger said, more and more people must be joining.
それだけ平家への不満が溜まっていたと考えれば、この成長ぶりもうなずける。
Considering that's how much pent-up frustration there was with the Heike, it's no wonder his army has grown so much.
とはいえ、まさかここまでとは。
The numbers are truly impressive.
これは頼朝様に目通りが叶うまで時間がかかりそうだな。
It's not going to be easy to get an audience. Okay, yes. I have you know that I'm cool. Hey, you there? What are you doing here? You're suspicious bunch. Bitch, we're not spies. I'm an aide. Never seen you before.
おいおい、これじゃ本当に通れないぞ。
Alright, and then they fucking fight.
佐々木高綱って言えば。
I've been away. It's true.
あ、影。
Causing this racket. I rush, I hurriedly bowed. I've heard. I entered it. I've not heard of you.
なるほど。
Just a coward. Yeah, I don't want to repeat all this. I don't know why. Is this just in case? I'm gonna check. I doubt it, because it's been doing weird shit like this. But like, we've had this conversation. Yeah. Calm down. And I'm like, calm the fuck down, guys. And then he's all like, geez, I hope you can rein in your dogs. And then I'm like, sorry, my bad. And then they're like, "Are you sure with that?"
ごめん。
なるほど。
皆、
弁慶。
I'm angry. Yada yada. All right, we have to be patient. I'm sure he's got stuff. Blah blah blah.
ええ。家来があるし、そうだな。
We reflect the look of our master. Yeah, I like old school. All right, show him what we can do. Then we gotta go meet my bro. I get a bow to my bro and be like, "Yo, bro," and then he gets to be like, We were ushered into the meeting. This must be my brother, Yoshitsune. A low, dignified voice struck me. Yes, this is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Yoshitsune. I heard from Lord Takatsune that you have raised an army and I have come with as my vassals. From Oshu, I've longed to meet you, brother. And now meeting you here, it feels like a dream. And then he's all like, did you just come to meet me? Just to see my face. And I'm like, nope, I'm here to fight. And then he's like, all right, cool, we're gonna fight then. I don't like the repeat. All right. I bowed my head. Thank you. Perhaps he doesn't trust me. That seems fine. Let's begin the strategy meeting. Then we have a meeting, and then I'm part of the meeting for the first time. And they're like, why don't we give your brother a job? And then that job is to fight. Any movement?
富士川の対岸に陣を構えて数日。敵に動きはあり、まず海近く。
清盛の子が副将。そして甥いが総大将とは。
This is new technically. With Kiyomori's sons as vice generals and his nephew as general, it means the enemy is putting a lot of effort into this.
何よりあちらには、知将と名高い友盛がおります。
Above all, Tomomori is renowned for his wisdom and craftiness.
今すぐにでも先手を打った方が戦を有利に進められるでしょう。
So I believe it'd be best for us to make the first move. Indeed. Tomomori is just across the river. He's right under our noses. You never know what a guy like him will try. I have to stay on my toes.
そういえば、義経殿は戦は得手でしたかな?
Come to think of it, Lord Yoshitsune, what experience do you have in war? My ear perked up suddenly when I heard Sir Kagetoki bring up my name. This will be the first battle I have been trained with a sword. What exactly do you have in mind? Your brother, a place of honor. You will lead that unit, the secret unit. He's like, whoa, it's dangerous. My brother stared at me with a cold, piercing gaze. A surprise attack. With all due respect, sir, I don't think a surprise attack will be effective in a strategy here. Oh, that's new. As you said, the other side is led by Tomomori. I think he'll be able to see a surprise attack coming a mile away. I've crossed swords with him before, and he's not to be taken lightly. I think a more cautious approach might...
何を言うかと思えば、義経殿のそれは弱腰というのではないかな?
Sounds to me like Lord Yoshitsune is weak in the knees. But...
初陣なればと先陣を譲ったというのに、これでは殿の力
I
に
was
な
willing
れる
to
か?
let you lead this attack, but if you don't want to help your brother, I'll take the lead and show you how it's done. What? It's too dangerous. Sir Kagetoki, I'm sure Tomomori has taken measures to prevent a surprise attack.
では、義経殿はあちらが仕掛けてくるのを黙って待っていろと申されるのか?
Then what do you propose we do, Lord Yoshitsune? Sit around and wait for them to attack us?
ここは私の隊で奇襲作戦。
My lord, please allow me to lead the surprise attack. My brother's gaze pierced through me. There was no emotion in it, only a calculating coldness glaring at me. I'll leave this to Kagetoki. His eyes have no light in them. Lead the surprise attack on the Heike. Yes, sir. Please wait. My voice echoed hollowly. I tried to turn the conversation back around, but my continued pleas never reached my brother. I'm like, bro, bitch, please wait, think about this. This is the first time we didn't lead the surprise attack.
奇襲作戦
A surprise attack? Yes, Sir Kakatoki is going to lead a platoon to outflank the Heike, but I just can't help but feel like Tomomori knows they're
で
coming.
は影時殿の策は失
You
敗する
think
と
Kagatoki's plan will fail? I can't be sure, but I think we'd better have some sort of contingency plan. Even if I said this, the ominous feeling in my gut grew worse. So I was thinking I'd like to do what we can with our little group. That way, if Sir Kagatoki's attack fails, we can aid him.
しかし影時殿はお前の意見を聞かず無理やり押し切ったのだろう。そこまでする必要はないように思うが。
Sir Kagatoki's the one who didn't listen to you and cut you off the first place. Do we really need to help him? I'm not a bitch. Of course we need to help him.
余計なお世話だと言われそうだ。
I agree. Even if we do help him, he'd probably just be like, I never asked for your help. But if the surprise attack fails and Sir Kagatoki falls, it's possible the entire army will collapse. Our first priority is defeating the Heike. Just hear me out, okay?
殿
My lord.
確かに負けては意味がないか。
I guess you're right. Nothing good can come from losing the war.
すまない。少し意固地になっていたようだ。ここは影時殿の援護に回ろう。
I'm sorry I was being too stubborn. You're right. Let's help Sir Kagatoki here. Thanks, Shingen.
しかしできることをというのは何か考えがあるので
What
すか
exactly were you thinking? It was decided that Sir Kagatoki would make his surprise attack across the river early in the morning before dawn. Then I think we should go ahead of them tonight and hide out behind Heike camp.
なるほど。影時殿
So
が攻撃を仕掛けた時
when Sir
我らも同
Kagatoki
時に突
attacks,
進
we'll
して
be rushing
援
to
護
his
するという
aid
わけですな。
at the same time from the different
で
angle.
は早く回路の下見をせねばな。すぐに準備しよ
In that case, we better we better look for a way to. In that case, we better look for a way behind the Heike camp. Let's head out as soon as possible. Right, I'm counting on everyone. I can speak. If I try hard enough. The sun was completely set, and both armies are building bonfires in their camps. Fires lined both sides of the river, flickering in the rippling water.
辺りが暗くなった。そろそろ迂回路を調べない
Chanel,
か
it's。getting dark. Maybe we should head out and look for that path behind the Heike camp now. Right. Now the question is, how do we get across the river? We're pretty far downstream, which means the water here should be pretty deep. Not a good place to cross.
では上流に探りを入れるのはいかがでしょ
Perhaps we should
う川
explore
幅も
further
狭まりま
upstream.
すし
The
渡りやすいかと
The river will be narrow and easier to cross upstream. I was looking towards the dimly lit forest. Let's go. We have to find a place where crossing the river is easier, but we also have to make sure we're not spotted either. Sir Kagatoki's night raid is to keep winning the battle. We have to make sure we succeed. All right, I'm making an executive decision. And because I keep slurring, it's probably because I'm sleepy. So I'm going to actually end my stream here instead of waiting to finish the chapter. But that's okay. Maybe I'll be able to finish all of him in the next chapter or in the next stream. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But it's late and I'm a little bit sleepy and I have to get up in a couple hours for us to head out. So my next stream is going to be on Monday. It might just be like a 3-hour stream. I was hoping to be a long enough stream that we can finish that, but I currently don't know what time we're going to be returning. And we have a concert that night. And then I also have to prep for BTS because BTS is the following that Wednesday. So Tuesday, we're driving to Vegas. There's a lot happening in a short amount of time. But I will have a stream on Monday. It might not be a long one, but it will exist. I won't have one on Tuesday. I probably won't have one for the rest of the week just because I'm going to be tired. And then I might have one Saturday or Sunday. Sunday, I think for sure. Saturday is a maybe. It's going to depend on what time we actually get home. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Ninja, for being here. Thank you, IFI, for sending me this version of Borishihana so that I can do a box opening. I loved it so much. I will see you guys soon.